We're going. Okay. I am showing the wrong screen here.
And we're live.
All right, cool.
You're listening to PPC.
I gotta stop. Here, hang on. So what's going on, E, man? What have you been looking into, man?
Yeah, what do you got? What do we got today?
Looking into.
Well, it could be what's going on in the world all at once.
I've been looking into making my life different, that's for sure.
Right? Yeah, me too, man.
We got chickens.
I've got chickens. I got a garden that's over an acre big now. I fenced in.
Oh, wow.
I guess it's like, 100 feet by... Or one of them's 100 feet by about 300 feet.
Damn.
And the other one's... I guess it's a little bit under an acre. The other one's about 60 by 40, so I'm under an acre. But still, it's huge. Not really looking into much besides what the
Mongos are telling us.
How's the weather holding up for you for the planting?
For me, it's perfect. Anybody past the Sierras is fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, my entire garden died last night.
Oh,
what?
Yep, I have to start over.
Gay.
I hate that, man. I hate that.
Super gay.
We had like record low. It was like 5 degrees colder than the forecast, so I had no idea. I thought it was going to be okay, but it's not. Everything died.
Jesus, that's...
All the berries are good, but other than that...
It's a lot of work to put in a garden, too. It's not...
Yeah. And I doubled it this year, so...
Jeez. I'm sorry to hear that.
Damn. Yeah. So, what are you growing? Everything?
Yeah, all kinds of shit.
E, are you growing everything?
Yeah, tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, beans, corn, watermelons.
Jibby's here.
I don't even know. So much shit.
I got the same I'm adding cantaloupe.
Hey, Jibby, can you hear me? Sorry.
We have these beetles. I had honeydews last year, but these beetles like get into the soft flesh melons. It's like these little yellow.
Man.
They poke holes in it and it like weeps out and it destroys it. My honeydews only got like 2 inches across last year.
Damn.
Bullshit. It sucks.
Hey,
like, I don't want to kill the bees.
Hey, Jibby, are you there? Can you guys hear Jibby?
No.
Jibby's not on.
Hell nah.
He's on the other. He's on my Google Meet. He's drinking a beer.
Oh.
He's just staring at me. He's drinking a what the fuck kind of cider? It's a Angry Orchard, unfiltered. Nice. Those are about what? 10% alcohol, something like that.
5.5.
5.5.
Oh God, going for the hard shit.
Ugh. Don't kill your liver with that shit, right?
Yeah, I'm suicidal.
These are going in the ground in 2 weeks.
Right.
Hell yeah, man. Those are nice.
They're not bad. I got a variety pack.
What strains are there?
I have rosé.
This one is Legend OG crossed with purple. I've got
cool, man.
This one's Motor Breath crossed with
Motor Breath. I got one called Peanut Butter Breath that I'm smoking right now.
Dude.
And then papaya.
Sweet, man.
Dude.
I got purple haze, pineapple haze. I got.
Can you guys hear Jibby?
Yep.
No.
Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Hey, Trouble, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, Trouble.
Hey.
That's awesome. Everybody's here. It's like a big party.
I'm going to buy some clones, man. I have no.
It's the end of the world
I'm
party,
desperate.
people.
I'm desperate.
No,
I have to buy clones. I can't. I don't have any seeds, man. Fuck it. My seeds didn't come up. It's been almost 2 weeks.
Buy some more.
It was just some shit I had laying around. I wasn't expecting much, but yeah, I'm just gonna go buy some clones that are already going. So
I bought a spice rack at Goodwill once, and it had some seeds in one of the jars.
my local dispensary selling the Skywalker shit, man.
No shit. Dude.
I should go get some.
Oh, I love that's my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm actually bringing in some bucks, anyway. Dude, I was shut down. I mean, I haven't had Jack for a couple weeks, man. So
Skywalker.
I've been watching my fucking spending.
Set up now. Turned around.
Well, I got a few jobs, man. A few repairs.
People were cutting back, though. They didn't want people coming.
Well,
in
they
the house.
closed the music.
They
They closed the schools, and then they closed the music stores, and that's like,
Right,
well,
yeah.
that's like fucking half my money right there.
Right.
I'm like, fuck.
And they, people aren't going to be playing shows as much if they keep it this way. So, fuck.
Well, people are playing at home. Apparently, they play a lot on like Facebook and YouTube and shit.
At least we're not in Africa, man. They're rioting over there. People are dying in just the stampede.
Dude, do you have like a link to some video or something?
Sure. Dude. Here, I'll put a.
I'll play the video, or you can play the video. Cool. Do it.
No, you can play it. I'm on my phone, so.
Oh, okay. All right, I can play it. I can. I don't know if I can. Yeah. Jibby will watch it on the watch page.
Dude,
I'm native.
Bitch ass. I'm on level 3,888 on Candy Crush.
Jeez.
Oh, 3,889.
And in life, right?
It doesn't matter. Candy Crush is a factor.
I think you're on your 300. Your 3,000th life too as well.
3,889. That's the level I'm on.
Damn.
I am God level, no life.
Kenny, I put it in the Planetards.
Planetards. Gotta go. That's an easy one to find, man, I think.
I do this while I'm doing other shit. It's like it occupies my brain.
Yeah, I don't want that one. No. All right.
I have complex conversations while I'm playing that.
I know. It's like
you just use your left hand and
it's
you
like
don't
a
even have to
no-brainer, right? It's like
Yeah. It's kind of like playing with an elastic while you're sitting there doing Newton's equations.
All right.
Africa's problems are
Hold on, I gotta play this news clip, man. Hold on, full screen.
You'll have to restart it. It started in the middle for some reason.
I see that. I probably clicked it. All wrong. All right.
No, it's me.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me share it with Jimmy too. Hold on.
The lady at the end.
Alright, cool. GB can see it as well.
Alright.
Hold on. Here.
Yeah. You don't have to make special rules for me.
No, I wanted both screens to be able to see what the fuck I'm playing. Alright, starting over from the beginning. This is rioting in Africa over the corona shit.
Our focus over to Africa. The current lockdown to prevent the spread of COVID-19 exposes huge cracks in Africa's economic model. The disparity between the formal and the informal economy has become even more apparent. Scores of citizens are living on the periphery and are in desperate need of relief. If quick measures aren't taken, Africa will dive into the worst crisis ever seen in its recent history. We bring you more.
starve or get sick.
Starve or get sick.
This is what most Africans are faced with right now. The desperation to keep themselves fed for another day has resulted into unprecedented crisis in the continent.
This is shit he was talking about like 2 months ago. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you were though. Like, dude, grow some food, man.
First, a stampede in Nairobi.
You're gonna need to grow some food, man.
Then riots in South Africa's Cape Town. Women and children fell to the ground, bloodied and trampled in a death.
That's a pretty clean dress, man, for somebody getting carried away. It's kind of spotless.
Desperate search for food.
Interesting.
As you can see right now, people are being beaten. Some have brought.
Oh, some people are being beaten. Did you guys see that? I didn't see it.
I don't believe her because her accent's too clean.
Watch this guy gets whacked.
Right now,
Hold on, right?
people are being
Bam!
beaten. Some
He didn't
have-
hit anything. He fucking swung and missed, baby. Oh, did you see the miss? It was just a stick in the air. All right.
Four doesn't mean
see the
you
stick
did.
right here. See the stick. All right, keep an eye on that stick, man. Watch him hit nothing.
As you can see right now, people are being beaten. Some have
It seems like
brought
they're making a mosh pit on purpose.
their children. They are getting injured. It's not
Like
fair.
why are they
There's
weren't
no
fighting
food.
each other?
We're
They were just
getting
swarming together.
One stick?
In the
All I see
city.
is a stick,
This is
man.
purely
Oh,
a means
there's the stick over there again.
of getting corona directly.
Some fear hunger will claim more lives than the men.
Not to say this
Of
isn't that they're not
coronavirus.
hungry and this isn't real. I'm just saying. Looks
No,
like
exactly.
they may have staged it to have a news story at least.
People are looking just for food. Please, I don't think Ramaphosa is doing something. Why not? Then we can
Sure,
rather
that's
die
true.
of coronavirus than to die in our homes of hunger.
Pick
Oh,
one.
Corona.
You get to pick one, man. You die of hunger. This lady's gonna take a while to die of hunger. So is this lady.
or the other people are going to eat her first.
So jelly.
She looks
That's all I'm saying, man. Now,
Before COVID-19 crisis,
I'm brutal.
parts of
I'm sorry.
Africa were already threatened by another kind of plague. The biggest locust.
what's up with the locusts, man? Anybody got a word on that shit? I heard stories that
400 billion strong.
400 billion strong. Jesus.
And growing.
Well, they're already rotting the fields of California out. From what I saw some reports on some onions, like millions of pounds of onions just sitting there rotting in the field.
Aww.
Did you guys see that?
Outbreak some countries had seen
Yep.
Yeah, you guys saw
in
that, right?
70 years.
Yeah.
I think I played it on here a couple days ago.
Around 20 million people are already experiencing acute
My
food
God,
insecurity.
20 billion.
20 million.
Already.
20 million. 20 billion.
That's only 11 million more than we have.
20 million.
Acute food insecurity.
And you
Billion.
find that every time you are trying to
Acute
control
acute food insecurity. Acute food insecurity.
I love
20 million
I love
acute.
acute food insecurity while I'm practicing social distancing.
Yeah, man.
Are
Exactly.
you practicing it? You have
There's
to
another
practice
swamp.
it because
Oh.
you're not good at it.
They're spraying over there for the locusts. They're spraying for the locusts.
Trying.
What are they
Dude.
spraying on
That
them?
is happening
There's
in a
nothing they can
different region.
spray on those
and it is
bastards.
not
What is it? I know it's pesticides, but you know,
Roundup.
Roundup, baby. Woo!
Or not, I'm
That's
sorry,
what
not
you-
Roundup. It'd be,
control them.
what do they call that shit?
Napalm,
Life up.
life up, yeah. Death up.
Yeah, give your life up to go spray the
It's
crops.
death up.
Region, and it is not
It's like a
possible
raid
to
for
control them
locusts.
simultaneously.
Oh, they're spraying.
With more than
Coronavirus spraying there.
16,873
All right, when I see this guy coming around anywhere near me with that fucking tank and he starts spraying shit around me, I am fucking gonna fucking
Like,
snap.
can I get a hit,
dude.
yo?
I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna fucking snap, dude. They told me to wear a mask in the store today, and I left. And I'm like, no, I don't play that shit, man.
They said that to you today.
Yeah, I couldn't go in the
They
store.
tell you couldn't come in?
Yeah,
Or do they?
they said you don't have a
Really?
mask. And I'm like,
Can I share my experience?
oh yeah, please.
So I went to the market today, the local market.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta say, my only enraging interactions were with women
Mm-hmm.
in masks. Not
Wait,
men.
wait, you said raging interactions.
Oh,
Ra-
because
raging.
it's in the mail. It's in the mail. Like, there's going to be a lightsaber machete coming soon. It's in the mail. Like, I'm only going to take this shit for so long. Of this passive aggressive shit. Passive aggressive women in masks. I'm going to put up with that forever.
Tell us the story, man. So
I
you go to the market.
I was staring at the case of, alcohol, the cooler.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we got Budweiser on the left and we got the better IPAs on the right. And I'm like, in between. And they're walking by me in masks one at a time going, yep, just grab one of everything, whatever you want. And they're just walking by in this little passive-aggressive tone. And this is what they were saying to me. Like, they're talking to me, and I don't know who these people are.
Right.
But they're walking by in that little passive-aggressive, the woman is so pissed off because I'm not wearing a mask or gloves.
Right.
He has to say something.
Wow, dude. In Connecticut?
And I am totally, like, not social distancing whatsoever. Like, I'm next to people. I'm like, you
rub up on them?
And I'm in the parking lot. No,
I did hit a guy on the back of the shoulder today.
I call it the parking lot. It's a parking lot of surgeons. Because I'm like, are we going into a hospital? Why is everybody in masks and, like, get-up gear? Like they're going to do surgery.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting in the parking lot having a cigarette with my dirty fingers. And I'm like, you want to see me scare people? And I'm like, looking at my fingers. I'm like, watch me scare everybody. And they were looking at me and leering and talking. And I'm like, oh, this shit ain't going to last long before I blow up online. Holy shit. I'm going to make Flat Earth Fokker look like Flat Earth Fokker Leghorn or whatever.
Flat Earth Fokker, you're gonna look like he's gonna look sane compared to you.
I am going to be so ridiculous. It's just in the mail. It's in the mail.
It's awesome. Can you send me the link to get one? I
am licking my lips.
I need a lightsaber machete. I need a machete anyway. I need a good machete.
Guys are fucking hilarious.
So I had 3 people come to my house today, man, to pick up. Well, two guys dropped a guitar off, and this lady came by and picked up a typewriter. Anyway, they're all wearing masks and shit. And I'm like, hey, how you guys doing? Here, give me that guitar. I'll fucking fix it.
These people look better than surgeons. They're in gear that's like ready for. It looks beyond ET.
Wow.
Like they're ready to handle.
I haven't seen
ET
anybody like wearing like a fucking get up like.
What's crazy is none of it helps you unless it's like a real N95 mask or whatever, as far as you're getting something or not getting something.
Well, just not giving it to anybody else. If you were sick, I guess you can. It's, but you got a good immune system. You're fucking totally good, man.
Yeah, but you've seen where those masks
I said if I have to go out, I'm gonna go out like E, man. They make me wear something, man. I'm wearing this outfit right there, man. I'm gonna.
I had a.
That's what I'm gonna fucking be wearing. I swear to God.
Dude, true story. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I had one of those teleconferences yesterday, and I got one tomorrow at noon. And it's a teleconference.
Right.
It's basically where you interact with your doctor on the,
telehealth. It's called
Doxy.me website or whatever.
Telehealth. My wife has got one scheduled. Telehealth.
It's telehealth, right? And I can't believe I did this yesterday, and I'm so early for my appointment because arrived 15 minutes early, and I'm like, that bullshit. That's for in person. So I arrived 5 minutes early.
Right.
I'm sitting there for 20 minutes like a bitch.
Oh.
He finally comes on. He didn't even comb his hair. He didn't do shit.
Did you get a screenshot of him?
I didn't, but I can do it next time. But
right.
Anyway, we got to do it on my phone because I spent 25 minutes playing around with your web browser is not updated.
Oh,
your web
shit.
browser is not allowing camera and microphone. I'm like, bullshit. I do this on fucking. I've been doing 5,000
Hangouts for years.
So I had to do it on my phone because apparently your Android is ready to go for this. So I do it on the phone. So I'm like Flat Earth Fokker. moving around like, yeah, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm healthy, doing that shit, whatever. But the first thing he asks me is, so have you been practicing your social distancing? And I'm like, oh, dude, I hustle at it now. I'm like, I'm not only practice, I play it for money. I'm like, you think I can social distance? I'll do it. We'll start at $5 and I'm going to kick it up to 20. It's so stupid. But he's so playing for the new world order with the questionnaire. And he's like, you practicing social distancing? And he did blood work on me the day before Boston closed.
Right.
I was in Chinatown eating a bag of fries with my naked hands, and then I washed my hands when I got home. So he's like, your white, everything's looking great, he's telling me. He's like, yep, your cholesterol's perfect, everything's great. He's like, keep doing what you're doing. And I said, so, okay, are you buying? Like, keep doing what I'm doing. Like, all right, yeah, are you buying?
Keep doing what I'm fucking doing.
I didn't, that was in my mind. I didn't actually say that joke, but I will next time. I'm just getting to know him.
Yeah.
But, still, he said I was doing great. And he's like, your white blood cell count was a little bit high. He's like, were you fighting an infection? And I think he was fishing. I think he was fishing.
Oh, yeah, he's fishing. He's fishing.
Right. I think he was fishing for me to get.
Have you ever had a headache?
Right.
I told him, I said,
hot flash?
I said, well, I'm dealing with toxins every day. Like, I drink too much, I smoke too much, and I talk too much. And I got a lot of white blood cells going on. So, yeah, it's probably a normal day. But I said that literally. Like, and I'm like, no, I'm feeling good. And he's like, you look good, you sound good, everything's going great. It was literally like a 6-minute face-to-face FaceTime bullshit.
Right.
I got my winter hat on in my house. Like, he should have been like, what, are you cold? You got a fever? He should have said that.
Right.
He didn't. He didn't say shit. Like, he's just doing his thing.
Right.
He's playing through the motions. I'm playing through the motions. Like, no, New World Order doesn't need to knock on my door. I'm great. Like, and we're doing that thing. And I got another one tomorrow. And it's for optional medication. Let's just put it that way. It's optional medication. It's nothing I need. I don't need medication. But I take optionals. Like we all do.
It's good to have something laying around. I always say, man, in case you do fucking.
Do you want to
break your leg or something?
You want to get it from your pharmacist? Like, duh.
A toothache, shit happens.
So it's that kind of, whatever. So I got to do it again tomorrow. And this guy.
There's an awful lot of white vans in this fucking picture, man.
You got vans?
Did they bus all these people in here on the vans? Is that how it looks all the time?
That looks like where Hitch lives. He's all like white van, and yet like I don't work for him. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a lot of white vans. I just found that interesting, man.
No, I don't work for them. I'm just doing exactly what they do. I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess because it's so hot, the white van would be less hot.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. White paint.
This is what makes me worried about what's happening. I'm going to just play like a 10-second or a 15-second thing. This is the Secretary of Agriculture in the United States on the TV today.
Fuck yeah, man. Grow your food.
For making that happen. Thank you. As an entire nation, we're truly thankful for the work you're doing, and we recognize that you are the true patriotic heroes during this national emergency, along with our healthcare workers. So before I sign off here, Mr. President, I want to remind you and all of us of one more thing. In the United States, we have plenty of food for all of our citizens. I want to be clear. The bare store shelves that you may see in some cities in the country are a demand issue, not a supply issue. The way food is prepared and packaged to be sold in a restaurant or a school is significantly different than the way it's packaged for you to buy in the grocery store. Our supply chain is sophisticated, efficient, integrated, and synchronized. And it's taken us a few days to relocate the misalignment between institutional settings and grocery settings. But that does not mean that we don't have enough food in this country to feed the American people. You might think of it as an interstate when it's flowing along well, and you have a crash at one place, it backs up, and that's what's happening in the food supply chain. We're working through that. Yet all this.
He doesn't sound
Can
too
you believe
confident.
they would say that shit?
He doesn't sound too
Yeah, like
confident.
that, I noted
that
when I
crackly.
earlier today.
Everything's gonna be all right. Everybody, it's gonna be fine. And we got plenty
I'm gonna make you
of
feel
food.
at ease
Don't worry
right
about
now,
it.
'cause
Don't worry about a thing.
I'm more concerned about Apollo 13's oxygen supply than this bullshit. Like, that's how
That's a great
horseshit
analogy.
this all is. Because the trucks are running, supply is running. I've been checking on it. Nothing has stopped with industry. This is a bluff.
I'm glad you're checking
all
on
a
it,
bluff.
dude, because they're pouring millions of gallons of milk out. They are plowing
they did.
fields.
No,
of
I'm
onions,
not denying it. They're
beans.
doing it in Vermont, where they're fucking with the fucking meat suppliers and the cattle guys.
Yeah,
And
dude.
they're like, if you don't butcher your own meat, well, I don't know what
So
you're
you're
gonna
saying
do.
there's-
You're gonna have to
you're
stop
not worried
butchering
about
your
it?
own meat because we're shutting down the butchers. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and you're not worried about
Really?
that? And now we have the Secretary of the Agricultural Department
I'm
of the
worried.
United States
I'm
telling us,
worried.
do not worry. There is plenty of food for everybody. I mean, come on, man. That's like them coming out saying, the worst is over. We have seen the top of the curve. We're all going downhill from here. And the next day we got 2,400 people dead.
I don't
It's-
want to
it's-
perpetuate the fear, but how the fuck do you cut butchers off?
I don't
Well,
know.
you're making the cattle
If people are
guys.
staying home, right?
They don't have the
Staying home,
restaurants to sell to.
The
Exactly,
restaurant
they don't have
industries
restaurants,
are.
they don't have cafeterias, they don't have a lot of places right now. That whole economy's cut off, so of course they're gonna have to shut down, bro. More people are stocked up on food, so they're living off of that. I mean, that's just a thing to factor in. I'm not saying it's the thing, but it's just something to look at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing, and it does not. It's not. They're not gonna. They're gonna take a big pay cut. They don't even have the packaging you were saying, right? Eddie? Like for the eggs and stuff, they don't have like workers.
Well, the factories
do
for
the
the
work-
packaging of the
Factories.
the eggs, everything is shut down as well. I mean, they aren't considered
Factory
essential like
workers
the
are working.
farmers are.
The truckers are working.
Right.
The factory workers are working. That I can confirm. The nurses are
Dude,
laid
all
off.
of just so you know, all of the factories that deal with meat, poultry, pork in the United States have now shut down. They completely shut down because of the main producer of pork had 300 people come up with tested positive, whatever, of the virus. So they shut down their entire line. And the problem is the backup. It takes a certain amount of time to grow chicken or eggs, and then there's a certain amount of time that you have from that time that chicken gets to a point where it eats too much, and then they have to kill them, or they have to produce them, or it costs them too much. Right now, they're taking chickens out of the chicken coop by the truckload, just dead, not producing them, not packing them,
I
just
can't
dumping them out in the
confirm
field.
that, but I think they're showing old footage. I'm not sure on that aspect of the chickens.
Okay,
All
no,
shit being dead.
right. I do this a lot. Okay, I keep going
No,
on. I'll stop.
what he's
you're
talking
good,
about,
man.
I've confirmed what he's talking about as far as
The chickens are fucking fucked. The meat's fucked. The
Yeah, but
onion
I know
fields are
people are
fucked.
killing. People are killing their cattle because
The
they
fucking
can't-
milk.
can't-
The milk.
killing their
Yeah, they are
chickens,
just
whatever.
dumping milk left and right. None of
Dude,
the restaurants are buying anything
I
because.
bought 4-inch thick steak today. I had steak.
Yeah, but
I had
that's
chicken,
today.
I had
That's
hot
today.
dogs.
Maybe 3 months from now.
3
they won't
months
be
from now,
doing
you're
that.
freaking.
No, you're right. You're right.
2.5 weeks.
2.5
weeks,
weeks.
and your meat's going to start costing you twice as much as what it does now.
Right.
It's already gone up about
2.5
$2. It's already gone up about $2. I've measured it.
Yeah, but things
And
happen.
it's still good, but
Well, they have to sell what they have is the thing, and once they sell what they have, then. Yes.
I don't know. What I'm seeing in Vermont is
It's not all fear porn
same
because the restaurants
industry.
are closed.
The trains are running. My trains have run at regular schedule. They're back to normal, and the trucks are running. Optimus Prime just went by me like 10 minutes ago with his lights on, like it was retarded. And trucks are running fine. Industry's fine. The cow farms still smell like shit. The local markets are stocked good. That's what I'm seeing in reality. I don't know what the reports are. That's what I'm seeing. I'm reading the paper. I get a weekly paper. I'm reading what they're doing. They're mostly dealing with school council shit. They're not really dealing with meat industry or anything. They're not even talking about it in the paper. That's what I'm seeing. That's my report from Vermont. I don't know what else is going on, but everything's cool.
Yeah, man, I can go out right now, man, get myself, 50 pounds of freaking New York steaks, man, at $10 a pound,
right
$500.
No, he's
Boom.
right. It could be fucked up in 3 weeks. It could be.
I get 50 pounds today, I get 50 pounds tomorrow, but like I said, couple 2-3 weeks, I don't know, man.
We don't know.
It's pretty sketchy out there. It's fucking pretty sketchy.
It feels like a bluff to me.
Yeah.
Because there's people who are doing things by choice in so many aspects. There's no laws being set. There's no laws being written.
Right.
There's declarations. Which, declare all you want. I don't give a fuck all. I didn't get a notice. I didn't get a proper notice of any kind. Certified mail, none of this shit. No corporate to corporate shit. Because we're corporations, right? They have to declare corporate to corporate information. I'm not getting that. We're a corporation in this dumbass game of Admiralty law. I am not getting any of that. This is a live exercise bluff. But the people sneering at
it's
you,
not a bluff. People are out of business.
off. That's what's pissing me
The
off.
fucking people.
I can't take that much
People have
longer.
lost their homes. People are going to lose. People are going to be desperate no
There's a
matter
couple
what.
of men. There's a couple of men going
a total
along.
bluff.
Most people are.
I'll bet we'll see our first riots in a week and a half in the United States.
I don't know, man, but
Well, today we saw the first protest that I had seen.
For that Capitol building. That was wild, wasn't it?
I didn't see that one. I saw. Whoa, was that with the cars?
dude, I was watching
Wisconsin,
Michigan all fucking
There was
day.
another one.
What were you watching, Jib?
protest.
What?
Michigan protest.
Oh,
They were blown. It was called
There was a
Operation
Michigan and there was
Gridlock.
another one.
Operation Gridlock went on today. Felix was live streaming it. She went on all day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
was
it was
there.
pretty cool, except, nothing happened.
No, it was just a bunch
There
of
were people
honking
in there
and
with
signs.
masks.
Yeah.
There was women on camera saying, keep your social distancing, stay in your cars. And everybody in the chat's like, what the fuck's the point of this? What are you people doing? You're all following
What the fuck are you
rules.
doing?
Even that could be set up.
This
Like
is
they were making a big
nonsense.
deal of it on
It's
CNN,
stupid.
saying it was all MAGA hats and they were blocking the entryway to the hospital. And those
They
people
had to
just don't
cut
care
down
about
lanes of the fucking
those,
highway.
people trying to get to
But
the hospital. And
nothing
it
happened.
made it seem like a
And
big deal.
people
even
were
though
wearing
it wasn't.
masks. What kind of a protest is that when you're wearing masks, standing next to
Were
each
they?
other?
We believe the news, but we want to fight the government.
No, I
just
think
thought
it
it
was
was
more that they were
nonsense.
mad that they
That's
were
my opinion.
told to stay home. I don't think they were saying that the virus was fake. I mean, that's what
Some
that's
were.
my
I mean,
opinion. was
everybody
of it.
out there like, there's a deadly virus going around. Keep your social distance.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, I mean, the thing that
Not
I
too
don't
many
think
do-
people
not
are
too many
understanding
normal
is when they
people
say
believe
they're flattening the curve and that they're keeping this as social distancing, when they flatten that curve, it doesn't mean that it makes it to where it's shorter time and less people die. The same amount of people are going to die. It's just over a longer amount of time. And we have to, they're going to, like I said, they're going to, well, like I think is going to happen, they're going to let us out here in about 30 days, and then it's
Do you think this is a deadly invisible parasite flying around through the air?
I think there's 3 of them, not just one. There's 3 different strands of one novel coronavirus, which is
I'm
SARS-2.
going to need help with you guys right now. I'm dealing with a heavy purple pill.
Well, no, I think that you
Excuse
think
me?
that I think that there's a misinterpretation I want to avoid right now, just because he does think there's a virus. He thinks it might be a biological weapon, even.
But have you ignored everything?
It may be
all the
not a virus. He
doctors
accepts that
have said
possibility.
what
That they
viruses
just think they're going to
really
use this
are.
as a chance to depopulate. Right?
It doesn't matter if there's a virus or not. Do you not see what's happening in this world?
Do you understand what
Yeah,
a
that's
virus
true.
is? What it
It's
is.
what's happening in the world.
All right. Let me put it this
Scare
way.
the shit out of me.
Just avoid the personal accusations and try to talk about that issue.
No personal anything.
I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't go like weird.
All right. No,
we're all good, man. We're all good.
I said purple
we're
pills. Good. All right. I apologize, but all right. Anyway, here's what I've been saying to people. When I had a purple pill cash register guy at a gas station tell me, he's like, I think this is an engineered bioweapon. And I'm like,
did you buy a big cock?
I'm like, all right, I understand that, but there's as much of a chance of you giving me this virus as me giving you a hangnail. A hangnail is a result of lack of vitamin E or whatever in your fingernail, and it's a result. You get a hangnail as a result of a disease in your nail. I can't give you a hangnail. You can't give me a virus. Same thing. It's a result. It's not a cause. You can't transfer a result. I can't give you a hangnail.
But the thing is, like you did say last time we talked about this.
These doctors are saying this.
You're in a room with somebody, you're getting their heat, and you're sharing their air, then you can get something. Like we know,
it's a solvent. A solvent can't be transferred through the air. Noxious gases can be. Where you're locked in a room or a fuselage. Why are they allowing flights?
So that's a little less than that's a little bit more than a hangnail, right? You're actually getting something from somebody somehow.
But if you're allowing,
why are they allowing
flights? If you're allowing any flights, think about that. If this is a real,
let me just say this. Let me just say this because I will make it to
everybody.
This part of the whole virus. Doesn't matter if there's a virus or not. They are blaming the virus on the reason that the economy is falling. They're blaming the economy or the virus on the way that the entire trade deals and between the entire governments of the world is happening. They're blaming the virus on the oil. The
economy is being infected. Absolutely, but it doesn't mean a deadly economy is being infected.
So they are going to make sure that enough people die. It doesn't matter if there's a virus or not.
Well, I think most of them are going to
die. They've been given orders by the CDC.
Well, hey,
assume it's corona and diagnose it as that and death certificate. So they've admitted the numbers are inflated.
So do you think they spent all this money for the last 40 years
on
not to create
inflated numbers? On purpose, admitted. By the CDC.
Hold on.
They admitted.
Most people are going to die from
assume they died from corona, and doctors are bitching
malnutrition.
They also admitted that they haven't added the deaths in that were in homes, old people homes, and people's houses. So there's numbers added and numbers omitted on both sides.
And they're assuming, because do you know what it takes to get an official?
Yeah, what's strange is if they're making it all up, why wouldn't they make up to make the numbers be higher if they want to sell it as something that's deadly? Why would they seem
all
to be
they have to do is make an assumption by a declaration by the CDC, and now their numbers are going through the roof because nobody's dying of anything anymore except COVID. Nobody's dying of a heart failure.
My friend's
cancer.
My friend's stepdad.
Yeah, but the numbers are still low. Then
my friend's stepdad died of a heart attack, and they gave him a corona fucking virus death.
Yes, you know what? There was a great meme going around.
That woke my friend up, man. I had a nice chat with him.
Man on a wheelchair hit by a car dies of coronavirus. Because that's perfect. Because that's what's going on.
Right, but then wouldn't the numbers be a lot higher if they were adding all those on? We're talking about the numbers being really low, but then you're saying that they're adding them all on.
The doctors were even saying,
would make the number even astronomical,
people dying
right?
from flu? They're all being contributed to corona.
I know, but I'm saying
all being
even
transferred.
with that, the number's still low. How could that be?
I'm saying there's people dying.
Walter.
It's the same numbers, but now the cause of death is corona. But now when this is added, this inflates the numbers. It's an artificial.
Right, but I'm saying the numbers aren't
just saying inflated numbers. Why aren't the numbers 100,000 if it's inflated numbers?
Yeah.
It's inflated numbers because they've been given orders to assume they're doing.
Right, we know that, but I'm saying
that's
the case, then the number would be a lot higher because the number's so low.
How do you diagnoose somebody in their car? How do you diagnose somebody in their home?
But Jimmy, you're not listening to the point. The point is
numbers.
Jimmy, Jimmy, the point is that the number's really low for the coronavirus deaths compared to what they thought.
Of course it is for the actual corona.
So
but
no, that's the same number that you're saying that they inflated with the other. They may be doing that. I'm not saying I know. I'm just saying it's weird that the number's so low if they're adding up anything to be coronavirus. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean the numbers are low? Aren't they like blowing them up?
We've over a million dead. That's a pretty big number.
31,000. 2,400 a day from now on.
2,400 a day from now on.
For the next 3 weeks, yeah.
That's what they're saying? It should be?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what
the
numbers...
the numbers? Because that's going to fuck you up. Because you're going to go by a false reality.
Oh, well, no, it's not a...
3 million miles
He's just saying, Jimmy's just saying, those are the numbers they're putting out. Whether they're... None of us can verify the 2,500 a day. None of us. No, none of us can verify the 2,500 a day. We don't have... I want 2,500 death certificates on my desk in the morning, okay? Anybody gonna fucking... Anybody got that?
How many coroners are filing out death certificates accordingly to the law of cause of death?
Well, they got all the coroners got an email saying, "Hey, man, you know, if it looks like corona, you might want to put it on there. You know, if the guy was like, maybe like had a temperature, maybe, if he was missing a molar and
if he missed a molar, he died.
Corona. I don't, it's fucking ridiculous. Give me 2,500 death certificates a day.
I'm not just
somebody put them online somewhere. Where's all the obituaries?
How many people do you think die in their homes in New York in a day? No, average.
I think it's gonna be in their home. It's gotta be like 4,000
a day. About 2 to 4.
Maybe not. 2 to 4,000.
Normally, not with coronavirus. Just
normally. Yeah,
did they have to go pick up dead bodies in New York a day?
Normally, 2 to
1,000 for sure, man. Guaranteed.
A day.
A day.
You think 360,000 people die a year just in their homes a year at New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
We just said it. How many ways you gotta say it?
It's 20.
Oh my God, dude! How many people?
There's 40
you
million.
think 500,000 people a year die in their homes in New York without going to a hospital or nothing? That's the problem, guys.
You know how many
actually
things I
believe those
heard on the
numbers?
fucking Michigan police band today on the protest of people.
Well, is it the home? Is it the old folks' home?
20 people a day normally die in New York. Right now, it's upwards of 700 and something people a day dying. I just can't understand how you guys can sit there and say that these numbers are all outrageous and nobody knows anything.
No,
and how can you believe
but it's because
thing?
People are doubting whether the virus can actually be contracted.
I know, but the guess for how many people die a day on average in New York is 1,000 a day. Add the numbers up. 360,000 people die just in their homes just every year in only in New York City.
Got 40 million people there, though.
40 million people in New York?
20 million? 25
in New York
million?
City?
In the entire, New York, in the state.
Very condensed,
How many people in the state?
That's what bothers me about this is people are talking about these things about how it can't be real and how these people aren't dying and they're inflating the numbers when the numbers are so low.
Because they're filming the fucking hospital to prove it. They're filming the fucking physical.
But the numbers are low, so why aren't they really
it.
high if they're just attributing everything to coronavirus? That's the point.
All right, I'm gonna look it up, man. How many people do die?
Film your hospital. # film your fucking hospital. They're showing it. That's the proof in the physical reality.
But I think they're setting up both sides. I think that what they're doing is playing all realities here. Like they're giving us low number, at the same time telling us it's a pandemic that's out of control, and then at the same time showing the empty hospitals, but then also talking about, it's like they're gaslighting.
Every nurse I know has been laid off. Are you fucking
for some reason? I don't know what's
the pandemic out of control, and every nurse is laid off.
They're fucking with our heads, so we have to respect each other's
viewpoints
on it, just because we have a different take on it. All of us, and we're influenced by a lot of different things. A lot of us look at different things. It's just, we can't try to make this I can't believe you guys don't believe this, or I can't believe E1 believes it's true, or any of that. Let's just talk about what is and what could be, and not necessarily say one of
All right.
That was for sure. Right?
Just in the state of New York.
I don't think anybody knows for sure about anything.
2017, state of New York. Leading causes of death is heart disease is 44,000 people. Cancer 34,900. That was 35,000. Accidents 8,000. Chronic lower respiratory disease another 8,000. Stroke 7,000. Flu pneumonia 5,000. Diabetes 5,000. Alzheimer's 3,500. Hypertension 2,699. And
correct.
So that's in New York, and that is the leading causes. That's the top 10 leading causes of deaths in New York. And I think we're at least over 100,000 a year in 2017, and then there's drug overdoses, another 5,000.
Imagine if you read
so
that
it's got to be 100,000 people.
It would sound like the end of the world if you
over
read
100,000 people die every year in New York.
They don't read them out in the news.
And that's average. 2017, 100,000.
And I said, how many people die in their homes, average per day, for just being sick or things like just all of a sudden they die.
Like
I didn't say how many car accidents, how many people die from cancer in the hospital. Wow, man.
Are we asking about one? Are we arguing about something? I don't even know.
No, it's funny.
Why doesn't anybody care about that, Jimmy?
That it's coming down to that there's nothing happening because they're inflating the numbers, and the numbers are showing very low. And if those numbers were inflated like what everybody's, I guess,
then they'd be really high. Yeah, that's my point. You're right.
They would
I
be
agree with that.
Millions. It's like you're saying 100,000 people die a year in New York State, not New York City, but New York State.
The whole state.
But then let's just talk about what are the different reasons for those numbers being different, and just not try to make it like I can't believe you don't believe this or I don't believe this.
But how many of those heart?
Let's not make this about belief.
I didn't start out by calling people a purple-pilled person or.
Well, yeah, I know, and I tried to kind of weird shit.
But how many of those people that have heart disease now are being considered a fucking corona death?
And nobody knows for sure about anything.
How many?
So let's just talk about what could possibly be instead of what we know or don't know necessarily.
How many of the 44,000 heart disease deaths in 2017 would be considered a corona death now? Now, what's happening is that each state is getting like 40 grand per head if you have somebody that dies.
Did you read that document that was talking
40
about
40 grand a head?
9,000 for this and 39,000 for anything.
Right, you get an extra $35,000 for a freaking. If you have a if you have somebody on a ventilator, you get an extra 35 grand. Boom.
Yeah,
right.
I thought everybody
so
read
why
that.
Why aren't they having like a lot higher numbers if they're going to be able to just break it in?
Yeah, I think they're fucking the numbers up, E. I really do. I think they're fucking the numbers up. I really do. And
one way or the other, yeah. But let's talk about what are the possibilities?
By the CDC.
We know there's an agenda here. They're fucking with us no matter what, right? Let's talk about the possible strategies and where the numbers are looking. Like maybe they are. There are more people dying. We don't know about it.
So what's the end game then?
It's not a virus. It's
Talk
5G.
About the end game.
Whatever it is that's killing people. Maybe they're
doing
that.
All right. So why did
they want to reopen the economy and then fuck with people?
Let's talk about the end game.
Now that we reopened it, all these other people are dying because you started to gather again.
We're a bunch of end gamers here.
Now you're going to really be scared of it because all these people start dying when they flip the 5G on or whatever it is that's causing people to die.
I just think that there's not going to be half of us that are going to go back to work anyway.
No,
most of
half of us are not going back to work.
Right. It's ridiculous to even think possible. And they had to give people a month's notice. And they're saying May 1st, but they're not really saying May 1st. They're just saying maybe. And they have to have people have a definite a month ahead of time.
I'm going to apologize to Jibby and anybody else that I was yelling at.
You don't need to
apologize
about this shit, dude. I am.
Dude, we're all friends. No. We're all really.
No matter who
we're all close friends, man. We can yell at each other. It's okay.
No, that's part of the game.
That's part of being a good friend, man.
You know, E1's deep researcher, Jibby. You know that.
Both are, man. Both you guys. All three of you guys.
He's not trying to tote
deep ass research.
It's about. He's looked deep into this as far as the numbers go, and maybe they're even lying about the numbers being low. We don't know for sure. There's a strategy to what they're telling us, regardless, on both sides. It's manufactured insanity.
Okay.
We know that. So let's
Here,
just
I'm going to just say this
try to
real
get
quick, man. My friend I've known 40 years, talked to him tonight. One of his best friends, his stepdad died of a heart attack on his treadmill at home. He's like 80 years old, 80-something years old. Fucking dropped dead. Boom. Coronavirus. Guy's been isolated for weeks, man. Hasn't been around anybody.
What?
Yeah, they gave him that. Walter Williams' uncle died. He's in the chat. Same thing happened to him. Fucking his uncle died. They gave him. He had some other fucking total health issues, and he died. And he fucking got coronavirus too. So there's 2 fucking cases
Right now, that's fucked
right
up.
there, right now. That if you fucking
Everybody
sneezed,
died.
did you sneeze like
They
was
got
last week?
coronavirus.
Did he sneeze at all last week? Yeah, he was sneezing. Did he blow his nose? Okay, yeah, he
Coronavirus.
fucking had corona.
Right.
You know, it's like,
doctors coming
oh
out
my
and they're
God,
saying,
dude.
like, I do not want to declare a death certificate coronavirus unless I know for sure, and I'm not supposed to be by an assumption.
That was my point.
And all of a
It
sudden,
doesn't
there's a new
matter.
rule.
They're going to make sure that there's enough of a record to show that there was a virus. It doesn't matter. They're going
That's
to kill
true.
enough people.
I agree with you, E.
Or show that
100%.
they
It
killed
just
enough
shows
people.
a genetic marker that we all have because we have all had the common cold, so everybody's got it.
Okay, let's not talk about whether. Okay,
Genetic
let's talk about
marker
the whole
is a
idea that
little
it could be
thing
like
that
some kind of event that's
applies that you
preparing.
see.
Jimmy's right. They're gonna say we all have this fucking shit.
We all get that.
Who's on the
thing.
call, man? Hang on, let me
We get
find
the
out who's on
message
this call.
We get the thing.
What's up?
We all will show
Is
it.
this 261 on the call? Private caller. Who are you?
No. You guys hear me or no?
Is it P Mars or is it?
No, it's not P Mars. Who is it?
Sounded more like Zern, I think.
Is it Zern?
Yeah, maybe.
It's got that fucked up connection too.
Fuck, I can't hear you, man. Shit, I can't hear him. All right, carry on.
Oh, wow, that's what Cigar Face looks like?
Yeah,
That's what Cigar Face looks like.
I just noticed you had your...
Yeah.
He's got the
Yeah,
killer.
those
Black
Yeah.
as they come.
He's got the big dick.
looks
He's
good.
got the
You look
big
a little bit black,
big
you know.
Coke microphone.
You look like actually one of my good friends from LA. It's weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Voice.
All right,
I look
we
like
gotta
a,
make.
like a bunch of different Mexican dudes.
I can still make fun of this
No,
shit.
he's not.
I gotta make fun of it. I mean, even
a
though
little bit like a young Jerry Garcia, actually.
we're all
Jerry
we're all
Garcia,
flying in the
yeah.
fucking dark here, but
Yeah,
you know,
dude, I just haven't
shit.
been slacking on the shaving, you know. It's like, why bother?
Yeah.
Sometimes
what
it's
reason?
like, yeah, why bother? But sometimes I like
Are
to
you
keep
totally
it
out of work now, or
nice
what?
and clean. No.
You're working.
Yeah, you're working, right?
Yeah, a little bit here and there. Like 3 days a week now. So, we'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully, dude,
Yeah.
maybe we'll start picking up with all these stimulus checks hitting now, so we'll
Well,
see what's up.
Right.
You know, that's gonna like
I don't know
give it
how
a.
that really.
It's called a vitamin B injection, is what that is, man.
Check shit. Like, is the dollar going to be worth anything?
And then
Is it going to
next
matter by
week-
the time we get our money? Like,
Yeah.
should we buy a
Two-
bunch of stuff because it's going to be worth like 10 times as much? a
That's
month
the big
now?
question, man. It's like,
Yeah.
if it keeps going the way it is, the dollar is going to super inflate, right, or hyperinflate. So there's that you have to worry about. So then eventually you're going to have to buy shit, so that way your money is not going to waste, and you're not
Yeah,
losing
that's
money.
it.
And then,
yeah, Cigar Face, you dropped a link, man. What do you got?
Yeah, that's why it's
they're
important to talk
changing the
about all
entire currency system over too. Like then you can, you know, you don't really know what's going on. So I mean, I don't want to say I know what's going on. I just try to be prepared the best you can. I mean, that's the best advice I could give.
You want to have a guess
I
at
don't know.
whether-
I mean, I don't give advice, but I mean, that's what I would do is just try to be prepared. And you know,
That is the best.
keep cash, keep gold if you can. Silver is good.
Gold
brass,
is
you know,
gold
it's
is good, man.
protection.
Gold, get some gold,
And
but
if you
you
can
know,
stock up on food
it's
and
gonna
all that.
go up to like
Just
4,000 an
right now,
ounce
it's
or
like
some
the most
shit.
important thing. And I mean, toilet paper is cool and all, but I like the back of my shirt better. I'm just kidding. That's a joke we were making earlier.
I just used a local rabbit.
ShamWow.
Just pick up a squirrel.
Yeah, dude, get yourself a good washcloth, a ShamWow.
ShamWow. It's good ShamWow. You're all set for life.
You're good. Yeah.
Walter's all
I
about
bought
the
seeds myself
lead
the other day, I can
and the
tell you.
canned food.
Yeah, man. That's good. I'm right there
Yeah,
with you. I still have
non-GMO
snow up
seeds
here. So.
You still got
How
snow,
do you know
right?
They
they're
start cutting off
non-GMO?
non-GMO
Where do you get
seed.
those? Where do you get those?
This is non-GMO on the. I went to Fleeton. What is it? Fleeton Farm.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I got mine at Walmart, so they're probably most definitely GMO.
It might say it on the package.
Got a lot of birds out.
I didn't see it
tonight.
I'll have to look closer.
Birds are chirping tonight.
Look like pretty clean packaging, you know.
I imagine Walmart probably has the GMO ones. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
The non-GMO ones you can replant, right? Or not, right?
Oh,
yeah, you know.
theoretically, yeah.
The fact that they cut off did they make it illegal to have or to buy?
Let's try that again.
The regular organic seeds. Is that the rule now, or they just made it temporary?
No, 2 states. Only 2 states. I think it's Vermont and Michigan, right? Or not Vermont. Maybe it is. It's Wisconsin and Michigan, or Vermont and Michigan ban the sale of seeds and any type of like hose or shovels or anything with inside of Walmart or any department store.
Indiana, I think it was, or at least that's what
okay.
They cut off.
But the thing is that it's not so much that they're going to do that everywhere. They're just.
And what's the reasoning behind that?
They said it's because of the they need social distancing for the people that are actually packaging the seeds, and you know the people with inside the factories for doing it all and then bringing it there.
Just like they did with the meat plants. They said people at the meat plants had COVID.
Which makes no sense because you got them leaving the liquor stores open so people can buy liquor and buy lottery tickets. But they say that's because you know people will kill themselves if they don't get their addiction, their alcohol.
If you have a shovel addiction.
True though, or there's people will riot. You know, they're not gonna just kill themselves. They're gonna go out and fucking wreak havoc. Shit's gonna be goddamn. Like that. They closed down the dispensaries and the weed stores and the liquor stores in Denver like for one day, and people were like losing their shit, man. So they had
Amazon
to
even did postpone non-essential stuff for a little bit. Amazon didn't let the third-party sellers deliver for a little bit, and then they.
What was that, Jibby?
I would have the first.
I mean, that's just like totally messing with people's livelihood, like directly without a good enough reason, and none of this is a good enough reason for any of this, which is why I'm suspicious it's something even bigger than.
Well, the worst part is not. I mean, definitely the food, the seeds, all the stuff that they're stopping you from buying, transporting, packaging right now is definitely wrong, and all that kind of stuff. But they are literally Facebook, YouTube, Google, and the internet, and it's going to be level 3 corporation which is doing it. They are censoring the information that is being released on every platform about anything. It's not just the coronavirus. It's everything. And it's not so much that they don't want one narrative or this. They just don't want the disinformation that makes their narrative not work.
Well,
and you can see it. They're actually telling you.
Just like Events 201. But there's a lot of stuff that I've seen, like Richie from Boston stuff. Like all, like,
hold on.
So is he a controlled op, and they let him do it?
Hold on, man. Jibby, go ahead.
I don't know, man. I
haven't seen YouTube censors.
Maybe they can't hear you. Can you guys hear Jibby?
This world does not make sense to me anymore.
Hey,
I really don't.
Can you guys fucking hear me? Apparently they can't even hear me.
Yeah, good, Kenny. You're good.
Video I sent you.
Yeah, you and I are good.
We watched it
they're
together.
on like a different
alignment thing with,
fucking thing. It's not working, man. Something's
Martin
not working.
Spinoff. You know, I mean, if that's the case,
everybody's going all at once.
Can we go to the fucking? Everybody go to the Hangout. Fuck this fucking dual stream shit. It's not fucking working.
It's just a way of like making sure things don't get you crazy.
Right, go to the Hangout, man.
Well, I can tell you this much: I've heard for my entire life.
It's the only chance we're gonna make it work.
They don't. The people in power don't let events like this go to waste. They're going to use them for something for their advantage.
Oh, yeah.
What we're seeing happening, none of us have ever seen in our lifetimes. Most likely, our grandparents hadn't seen it in their lifetime.
I fixed it. You guys hear me now?
So it can get. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear Jibby? Jibby, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
To like test 1, 2. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You guys suck. Give me some moonshine. Say something, man. Go ahead.
Moonshine.
What was the point we were talking about?
We were talking about everything's fucked up, and we're here to fix it. So get busy.
Oh, the numbers.
E1 was just going off on something when you guys came in. What was it? You finished your thought, E1, real quick. If you don't mind.
I have no idea what I was talking about.
E is.
Oh, you were saying like a long time ago. You were
sharp
told
on the
that,
numbers, but the actual reality seems to be deeming differently. There's whatever they're reporting online and on the news is not what we're seeing in physical stores. Not
just like always. Well, the stores though, as far as the shortage goes, is that what you're trying to get at?
Anything. He's spot on with the numbers they're reporting. They're digital, not real. But
the job losses are real. That's
the
all.
reality. That's the problem.
Like, what's the bigger plan? Without trying to bicker about whether
why
what
they
numbers
lie
are right
about the
or not wrong. What do you think's going to happen, Jimmy? Do you think there's an event possible coming up?
Well,
what do you think about the plasma event?
We all think it's an event because I got 15 gig of free data till the end of April.
No. I'm talking about the plasma event.
With the what? Well, I was thinking the 15 gig of data is because they want everybody to be watching something that's going to be broadcast.
There's been a few UFOs
like
sighted
a Trump speech or something. Like it's
weird shit going on in the sky,
like,
for sure.
Hey, you have the gig, you have the data now to watch this. Now I've been turning the camera on, I've been using the gate, and it's not really going down like it should. I should be bleeding through data, and it has not dropped below 15 gig for some reason. I've been turning the camera on. I've been going out and, hey, I'm streaming live. Here's my camera. And I keep checking my Verizon, and it's still more than 15 gig. That's impossible.
Oh, so you're getting like unlimited data.
It's like it's not using my data. I've been using data purposely, trying to blow through it, and it's not dropping below 15. I don't understand it. I don't have more than I got 15.2 gig or whatever it is, and I've been using the camera. I've been doing all this shit. I've been going live, not using any. I still have 15 gig. I have 15.22 gig. How the hell is that possible? When I buy it naturally, it blows through it like nothing. Especially when I turn the camera on a live Hangout. This is blowing through data. And I got a high 10 gig whatever camera, so it's juicing a lot. But it's not. I don't know. I think they want us to have the gig to watch a President Trump speech or something like my fellow Americans.
Well, why would we need extra gig? Why would we need extra gig for that?
Broadcast. If we all have
do you think it's a Trump speech or something more significant than that?
What's that?
Why would it just be a Trump speech? I mean, you mean something more significant?
Oh, well, it's there for a reason. Like, why would it be there? That I understand, like, they're gonna pay us off for putting up with shit. Like, I get a $1,200. I gotta go apply for it, apparently. I have to say, give me this money, and they'll give it. I haven't done that yet, but a lot of people had it auto-deposited. Like, they've already got their $1,200, and it's payoff money for calm the fuck down. It's, shut the fuck up. It's payoff money. For what?
That's right.
For a live exercise? For an event?
Right.
I don't know.
It seems like it could just be buying time to, or just it doesn't matter anymore. It's just confetti money.
It's nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense, and it doesn't even matter because small businesses cannot recover. Small businesses have been hurt beyond belief, especially those that don't ship.
A lot of big businesses
online. Well, imagine if you're a hardware store who doesn't ship online. You're fucked. In 1 week.
Imagine being a hooker that doesn't spread her legs anymore. Oh my God.
No, Larry's been ordering it.
Yes, they got online.
He orders in now. He doesn't order out. He orders in. They come by. They bring their pay stubs. He signs them. Whatever happens, I don't know. But there's home delivery now with that.
I don't want to know.
With many businesses. But my hardware stores, dude, they boarded up the bar in Vermont, in a little tiny town where nobody's gonna fucking break a window. But are they gonna steal booze? Yeah, I will, but they won't. But they boarded up the bar, and we drove through town yesterday, and I was like trying to show off the town to some friends, and I'm like, here's the town, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry it's boarded up here. This is embarrassing. It's so
You were showing off your town yesterday?
Showing off the
This is
town.
beautiful. It's a beautiful Tartarian town. It is. It is very quaint, sweet New England Tartaria town of old. It's an old A town A, and they spell A, things like that A, and it's cool. And it's shit's getting bolted up. And it's weird. It's just weird. It's just people freaking out. Nobody's gonna break into the bar. Nobody's gonna riot.
I find it
this
interesting
time. I
that
can tell you
retard
right now.
and Tartarian.
Nobody's gonna riot. It's just
Retardaria.
Retardaria.
It's so Tartaria. It's beautiful,
dude.
Who's laughing? Who keeps
I
laughing?
fucking love it, dude. This is all gorgeous.
I was wondering that myself.
Who's the girl laughing?
That was E, man. He was laughing his ass off. I love
Yeah.
it. This is a comedy channel, by the way. If you guys did not know
Well,
that,
that's why I'm here.
it better be funny.
I heard a woman laughing.
Don't be
I
taking me
know it was in
For
trouble.
fuck's sake,
Who's the
man.
woman laughing?
No, it wasn't me.
Needs to be funny.
No, it wasn't you. Who's the woman laughing? We
Who
heard a
had the woman?
laughing.
It's a simple thing, man.
Dude, do you have any idea? Is there somebody on your end we don't know? Is there something? There was a woman laughing. Who's that? Who's that?
He was like a bloke to me.
Yeah, it does sound like a dude.
Who's the guy?
Who's the guy under the desk, dude?
Keep going. It's making me laugh. Laugh is
Fucking
contagious.
pull over, man.
Pulling over is
Cheers.
contagious.
I'm drinking with you, man. I got a beer.
Nice. I got Sierra
Who
today.
all's on your end?
Bro.
Ooh, how many people you got on your end? Dude?
I'm doing apple cider tonight.
He's got the
Hard.
Hey, Kenny, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, how many people you got over there?
Where?
Chris, Matt, and Jibby, and who
Oh,
else?
just Chris, Matt. And, it's
Hey,
just
Jimmy.
Jibby, and I got a private caller.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the private caller is.
Who's the private
That's
caller? That's
Deacon,
where the laugh
brother.
is coming from.
Deacon? That's
Me,
Fire
Father
Deacon.
Deacon.
Fire Deacon. Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, okay.
Are you a
that's the laugh.
deacon?
What up, nigga?
Like,
Yeah.
deacon?
What's up?
Yo, baby. Welcome to the fucking retard station. Retard
Sounded like
area.
something was funny that we were missing out.
I told you to tell you, it's a sanitation, not a sanitarium, okay?
Oh my god. Like Scarface doing Tartaria. Tartaria.
It's Tartaria, you know what I'm saying?
Scarface doing Tartaria would be awesome.
You mean like that stuff they put on fish sticks?
That's Manny. That's Manny. Sorry.
That was a snack fucking quote. All right there, man, I'm sure. Snacky, you're like, is it the stuff you put on
Kind of like it's mayonnaise
tartar
with,
sauce,
dill.
you know, tartar sauce.
You ever get a McCafe
Come
and go
on,
ahead
man.
and get the McFish sandwich, or I forget what they call it over there. But
Hey, E, man,
that was right there.
I think I told you, man, if I'm going down laughing my ass off, man. Fuck that, man. You know what I'm
They
saying?
will never take our lesson.
I'll do everything I can to survive, but you know, if I have to fucking riot like they do in Africa, man, that's gonna suck, man. I'm gonna be pissed. Fuck.
Was there a line in
hasn't-
India or somewhere? Where was the line you were saying people lined up for 5 hours and it was like they got an orange?
I've seen that, and I think that's foolish because the warehouses, from what I've understood from my phone calls and people I know, warehouses are stocked. People are there. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is
No.
bullshit.
It's only been a It hasn't even been a month yet. It hasn't even been a month yet, man. This ain't no bullshit, man. It is bullshit. I get with you, but it's real bullshit.
I've been checking that shit. Everything seems fine.
All right, dude. Play the video I just put in the Hangout, the Funny Tarts Hangout.
I'll play it.
I know. Was it a Richie from Boston? We're gonna die tomorrow.
It's a KMTV news.
Richie's not too far from you. You could drive over and see him.
You only got one chance left to make the world end tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm stuck.
All right. New Perspective said, play this fucking video he just sent me. Something about the pork. The pork. Hold on. Let's watch the pork.
Smithfield Foods.
Hold on. Smithfield Foods. You guys know who Smithfield Foods is? I did a piano for a guy that owns.
You can't see it on your end.
I know. I haven't screen shared it yet. Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
Oh shit! What kind of piano he had?
Like a fucking. It was like a Yamaha or something. It wasn't that great.
Or something. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Did
he
it sound
owns
good?
Smith Foods, man. The dude lived in a fucking bitchin' house in Newport. Fucking bitchin' ass house, man. I'm telling you. But anyway.
Oh, I know, right?
That was years ago. Fucking years ago, man. The guy was a little bit of a kook, too, man. He was a Tartarian. All right. Screen share. Present now to Jibby. Hold on. And Deacon. Window. Let me choose. Dude, oh.
Oh,
Let me choose a fucking screen, for fuck's sake. All right, here we go. I'll share with you guys. Screen share.
That's hot.
Application window. Yeah, that one. Yeah. All right. Now you guys can see my shit.
Yeah, man, I'm pulled over now.
You guys can see my shit. See my shit?
This just came up on my browser. I haven't watched it.
All right. This is Smithfield Pork. I don't think it's the same guy, but yeah. Closure due to hurt country's meat supply, man.
The world's largest pork producer has shut down its Sioux Falls, South Dakota plant due to hundreds of positive coronavirus cases. Food experts say closing a plant of this size will have repercussions.
For pigs or for
No,
people?
for the plant. For the plant. They shut down the largest pork producing plant because 100 of the workers there said, man, I don't feel good.
Entire country's food supply.
Bunch of fags.
Reporter Ruta Olsenaida has more on how the closing of the Sioux Falls plant could affect food supply here.
This is what he's talking
The
about.
Smithfield
bitches.
plant in Sioux Falls is
Listen
one
up.
of the largest in the country and accounts for nearly 5% of the nation's pork production.
5%.
The closing of this plant due to COVID-19
Shit, there
outbreaks
goes bacon.
puts the entire country's meat
I
supply
want some
in
bacon.
limbo.
Well, Smithfield
It's only
is
5%. My friend said to me the other day, he goes, why isn't there bacon wrap bacon? And I said,
It's only 5%.
That's a
and they're
genius
like, it's
invention.
the whole thing. Shut the fuck up.
Bacon.
Is it a chain reaction?
The problem is it wasn't
Other
just
companies
Smithfield,
will
it was
pick up the
Gilliland.
slack.
Yeah, but it
Five
was
other
Gilliland.
companies
Funny how
will pick up
nobody's ever
1%
there.
slack,
Nobody's
and it'll
in
be
these
cool,
fucking
dude. This is
buildings
some bullshit
ever.
right here.
Like, what the fuck?
Off.
Hold on. Let me watch the building. Watch the building.
In limbo.
Well, Smithfield is probably the largest pork
Somebody's got a watch page open.
Okay.
Watch page open.
I think it's your caller.
There we go.
You can mute him.
process here in the United States.
Okay.
So anytime that there's a hiccup within the system, Smithfield and this plant,
A hiccup in the system?
like I say, it's one of the larger in the U.S., it will have an effect on the overall
633. Dude, this is bullshit right there. Look.
633. Love you guys, man.
Now local farmers
Fucking
that
nothing
worked
gets
with that
past you
plant
guys,
and
man.
sent
Shit,
pigs
I
there
love it.
will have to find new plants or
Fucking
companies to
Bigsy.
work with.
Fucking swine flu. Fucking me mom
But
hates
doing
swine
that
flu
as
in
restaurants
fucking
remain
80s.
closed and COVID-19 escalates will be
Eating pork is bad, man. I gotta
difficult.
admit.
There is
Fucking
some
bacon's not.
possibilities that some of this
It does
meat
taste
supply
good.
will be shifted
I'll
around.
give you that.
But none of that is easy.
Amazing.
Many farmers will get backed up.
And so
They're backed up, man. That's what we're gonna run into, man. Is the backup.
as
Man.
we back up that system,
We're fucked.
farmers end up having to feed the pigs longer, which costs them money, or worse yet, going down.
We're gonna
God
feed
forbid
the
you have
pigs a
to
little
feed
bit
your
more
animals.
before we fucking cut the fucking heads off.
The system, they're just not able to keep that flow going.
They can't keep
And
the flow.
we don't want to see
China,
that.
nigga.
America's
Oh, premium pork. It's all natural.
food supply system is connected. More
I've been trying to say this for a while.
more plants shut down due to COVID-19.
You guys can kick me out of here anytime, I swear. All right, 642. It's a hold on, man. It's a retail price. 642 is the total price.
That's actually
a good
pretty
price.
good.
1.4. That's not bad, man.
Good price.
Dude, man, you could make some great fucking stored meat out of that shit right there, buddy.
You can add a 2 to the front of that price here.
But yeah, add a 2 to 26.42. Whoa, right?
Noticeable.
That's
take
when
those
it's gonna get scary, man.
major
Shit.
these super packing plants out of the mix, it's going to be noticeable. We're going to notice. I think there's going to be a pork shortage at some point, and possibly beef if the same thing happens to the beef plants.
So for us as farmers, as well as for the consumer, we worry when these plants go down because we do not, on top of everything else going on, need a food shortage.
The plant was closed after nearly
That dude looked like a
300
vampire.
employees
Daywalker,
tested
dude.
100 employees tested positive.
positive.
Oh my God.
And
Yeah,
pressure
they're blaming it on
mounted
that.
from
What? Play the one I just put in. Kenny.
Government
Hold on.
officials
You want to play the other one?
to show
Yeah.
These numbers must be real.
I can play the other one, man. You betcha.
The numbers aren't important. What's the
No
what's the
more
main
meat.
goal here? What's
I
the
love it.
agenda
No,
that we're
More
being
important
looked
is that
into?
Larry's
This is
been
17
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any intention of eating meat from the grocery store over the
I gotta
next
go to
year
bed.
or
Good
so,
night,
I
gentlemen.
highly
Good
recommend.
night, Jimmy. Good night, Kenny. Good night, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
all right. Hey, we didn't get to talk to you.
Deacon,
Did you have
man,
something to
next
put,
time, man, drop it.
Contribute before you leave.
Come back
Why didn't you
again.
contribute more?
Come back another time.
Oh man.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Ladies
they're
and gentlemen, if you
terrible
have
callers.
any
You
intention
need
of
This is
eating
Smith
meat
Foods
from the
again
grocery
in
store
Virginia
over the
this
next
time.
year or so, I highly recommend that you go ahead and buy it now and stock up that
Buy your
freezer,
meat now.
because it's not
This is
looking
E
good
talking
for
to
the
you guys.
world's protein meat supply right now. This from
love you, brother.
Smithfield in the
I'm
U.S.,
right
which is
now.
owned by China. It's going to be devastating. One of the country's largest pork processing facilities is closing, and that is indefinitely. Smithfield announced today that the Sioux Falls, South Dakota facility will remain closed until further notice. We are temporarily closing it, just like these temporary medical martial law that will
Supplies
institute until things
130
get
million
back to
servings
normal.
of food a week.
It's not going to happen. The plant
Jesus.
is one of the largest pork processing
Holy
facilities
shit.
in the U.S.,
I gotta
representing
pause. You see, that's
People
highlighted
still
there.
have to eat though. Like where are they eating?
130 million
Is it all-
servings. I mean, that's a week. That's a fucking huge number, man. Fuck.
It's just that it could be the sign of the times. If they can't make it,
I know,
how are
like,
the younger,
4 people.
how are the other people going to make it if they're the largest supplier? That's
Anyway,
the problem. It's like they're not. It's not. They're not closing. Just
It
out of choice,
employs
because it's some kind of financial
3,700
thing.
people.
That's going to be a chain reaction, or possibly
Actually,
everyone else
I-
will follow suit.
The only people that are going to make it are the really small local.
Oh,
Those
good.
will be the
I
only
guess
ones.
that's good.
That's not a bad thing though.
No,
Isn't that the way
it's
we
not
wanted it to be?
It's
But they won't be able to
that it-
supply their food.
They
the
cannot
cost
supply
will
enough
be
food
so
for
huge.
320 million people. Exactly.
We
Yeah,
closed
true.
all our small meat works in Australia. We don't have any small meat works. We don't have lumber mills, small ones. All that small stuff's gone.
Yeah, same here, man. All the small shit.
4 to 5%.
There's a lot
of
in California,
total
man.
US.
I'm gonna give California some props. You know, people are always dogging on California, but
Plus the
we can grow some
crop
fucking food
shortages
here,
and
man.
stuff.
Get the fuck out of the way. We can grow some food, man.
Weather changes. We can't
But-
even fucking plant right now here.
It's scary. It's
Best
fucking
pork
scary.
production.
I thought
just
you lived in
stopped.
California too.
I do.
No, not yet. I used to. No,
Oh,
me?
okay.
I live in Illinois right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right,
You're
fully
still out
triggered. Made it. Fully triggered. Fully triggered's here. Cool, man. About time you got up out of your fucking slumber, dude. Fuck. Take another bong
I
rip.
took most of my shit out there, DQ, and then I'm going back. I was about to go back, but this whole thing happened.
Oh, that
Alright.
sucks. What are you fucking through?
It supplies nearly 130 million servings of.
All right, I'm just
able to
kind of
get rid
zipping
of.
through this.
There's just it's a cluster problem
Zip through.
everywhere.
It's a
and-
clusterfuck of a problem. if you guys know what a clusterfuck is, this is what it looks like. That's a
Define
clusterfuck.
it.
That's a clusterfuck of
zucchini
squash.
squash.
Have you ever seen a clusterfuck of squash? That's it right there.
Let's make some fucking calabasas.
Dude, I can turn some into that.
Squash
Hey,
party.
we could turn that into some
Chicken
booze, dude.
cheese on it, fucking bomb.
Let's squash the squashes.
I want to turn that into some fucking squash wine. Have you guys ever had squash wine?
I'm wondering if I can do that, to be honest with you. I'm
You
gonna
know
try
you
it.
can make some squash fucking hooch, dude. You know you
Moonshine,
can.
yeah.
All right, so the reason the squash is piled up here is what?
You know, you might want to drive out to your local farm, man. Maybe they got some shit laying around, right?
It was all this was for the restaurants and the schools.
Look at that
and,
fucking pile, dude. That's
done.
just-
There's hundreds of tons there.
That's a scary looking pile of shit. Why is it on the sand?
So this is also
it's
part of
just
the
in-
reason we have plenty of
ton of
food in the
meat.
grocery stores right now.
Okay.
Because there's like an overload, right?
Okay.
Well, we have plenty of food still in the grocery stores, right? And
Thousands of
they haven't
acres of fruit.
They haven't gouged the prices yet, but it's because there's lots of food available, but there's the whole system's broke down. So it's not like there isn't food right
Well,
now.
there's
But
food. There's Cheez-Its and there's Doritos and there's all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to actual food,
Yeah, there's cheeses.
well, there's
and
vegetables in the store right
Doritos.
now. There's plenty of vegetables in the store
well,
right
there's
now.
going to be a few in there, yeah, for a little while. But just
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm
fucked.
grateful I can still go get a. You know, I can't go to the store right now.
Funny
It's-
bones,
they've
yo.
got some weird shit, but I can order it, and you know I'm really happy about it. So,
Yeah,
Seems
right.
like there's a window of opportunity if it's going to get really bad.
Uh-oh.
To do
There's a
those
tweet.
kind of things. Maybe.
Most
Maybe it won't be
small
as bad, I don't know.
producers
I don't know.
only work with one plant. This will be the first class disaster.
Well, I got cows
First
everywhere
class
here.
disaster. It's a
And
first class disaster, everyone.
I gotta
Just to let
see
you
what
know.
the cows do in Vermont before I raise red flags. I want to see the cow industry go down here, like officially. Because the way I've been seeing it,
yeah, watch this part.
Nope.
Watch this little
Let's
bit
watch
further.
this part.
Watch this part.
All right.
well,
Same
it's
sort of a
local-
situation.
It's local
Social
produce.
media
So
They
rumors
want to go to
on-
cultured meat. That's what they want. That's
Yep.
the thing. They
I
want.
know,
It's not like
I know that-
it's not like they
There's-
care about. They don't want to have. They want to eventually get to the point where they don't have herds of cows being killed in
shit.
the way they are because they can profit more from making us not have that option and giving us the lab grown beef weird shit.
We're
Right, that's what they want. But how likely is it?
Well,
They
they can
spent
tell
$500 million
farmers not to
among
grow,
your
right?
non-
You know about them paying farmers not to
man.
grow and shit already. So
Well,
why wouldn't they
fair-
just pay these guys to sell their business and make it so they can't even profit if they have it anyway?
Well, what the
You
fuck?
you have to be non-willing to
The
go
number-
along with this.
Oh, Jesus.
To be
Well, no, I
upfront.
know, but even the few farmers that don't go along with it aren't going to supply the world with beef. That's the problem, and they have to charge
well,
so
we'll
much
see
for
what
it, the little
happens.
that they
I
have.
don't know what's going to happen. That's where we have to wait. We don't know what's going to happen with that. But I got a feeling a farmer's not going to be like, well, I guess I
The
have
numbers
to
aren't what
starve
it is,
so I don't get COVID. That's retarded.
I know.
Nobody's gonna
And it's
starve.
retarded on
I'm gonna get
purpose.
COVID.
At least they're
Don't
making
get
it
COVID.
seem retarded on purpose because then they're the ones telling you what to do. It's not something that. It's like they want
I
you
assure you,
to know
nobody's
that
going to
you're
be
doing what
like,
you're
let's
told.
I
all
had to stop
starve
it
so
here.
we don't get COVID. That's retarded.
But
All right. Do you guys know about fake news? Do you guys know about fake news?
Oh yeah.
Fake news.
No way.
A fake news story linking the spread of the corona virus to chickens has cost Indian poultry market over
I saw that, the
$1.6
poultry.
billion a day.
Right? They're going to go
Hold
after
on,
your
wait a minute.
chickens.
They make
That's it.
$1.6 billion a fucking day? Get the
Well,
fuck
that's
out of
amazing.
here.
I think we all have to agree we're in a nightmare, and we're all just trying to like figure out how bad the nightmare is, and what level it
let's
might
figure
get
out
to.
That's exactly what we're
I'd
going
I'd
through.
like to say it one last time.
Go ahead.
Life is something close to perpetual suffering, and the game right now is to not suffer. The people at the top know that, and they're
Right.
gathering all of the resources to make it to where they don't suffer as bad
Yeah.
as me and you do. That's the name of the game.
And that's they're just
Right.
collecting it for the guys with the guns.
They're what?
They're collecting all those resources for the guys with the guns, because I assure you, we're going to be traveling around in 7 to 10 car pirate groups.
Right.
And whatever they got, it's going to be ours. And
How many
we'll
billions
find
of bullets did the UN buy? Was it?
I'm sorry, you got a
Department of
combination
Homeland
code
Security
last
bought
year,
$4
Mount
billion alone.
Ford. We'll go
4 billion.
underground.
Just the Department of Homeland Security bought 4 billion bullets.
Hey, there's something about price dropping because shit isn't selling.
Hey, you got a door between
so
me
you
and
can
you
get
and a
like
mountain.
eggs.
I'll dig under it.
You can get eggs cheaper. That's
for now.
But for now,
for the most part, there.
I'm just zipping through some of these highlighted areas he's talking about.
It's a scare tactic.
Well, there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot of pieces
it's
here.
That, plus it's a real thing.
It's a highly give you shit.
Scare tactics.
It's a highly pathogenic strain, man.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Says it right there on Yahoo News. This is Yahoo News, man. They wouldn't lie.
He's criticizing.
You have like
He's talking
15,
about
20 chickens. You'll have eggs every fucking day.
Yeah, that's true. That's what.
Yeah. So calm down.
Sound fully triggered.
You're so fully triggered.
We're just talking
bro.
here.
You're trigged, bro. You're
That's Jim.
trigged. That's my term. Trigged. Dude, you're trigged.
Trigged. I'm all trigged out.
Trigged out.
I'm all trigged out, man. I'm totally trigged out.
It's like a twist, but it's the opposite because you feel mad and shit.
Trig versus trig.
It's a 50.
Right now. Not right now, but right now.
Yeah.
I'm at 2 Tyson layer houses, 2 new ones, almost complete. 4 houses total. Another farmer comes over and says, Tyson dumping the second 18-wheeler eggs right now.
Oh, shit.
That guy
God.
has 6 layer houses. I don't know about this situation.
No.
Tyson Chicken Farm needs to explode by nuclear blast.
Holy shit, dude.
Are you kidding me? Whatever Tyson Chicken Farm dumps is great. That's great news.
They're dumping. We got a
is
pie
the
chart.
The
top
system's
place.
broken.
All right, here's our chicken pie chart. You guys, chicken producing countries in the world.
Oh shit.
By the metric tons of millions. U.S. is in the black. There's a whole shitload. Brazil's coming in blue. China's in the green.
The thing you're not hearing, though, is that we are a quarter, China's a quarter, and Brazil is a
I'm
quarter.
gonna say
and
right
China
there, man,
and
that-
US
that
just
looks
is
like-
killing off every one of their chickens right.
I don't eat
That's
any
It
chicken
doesn't
from
even grow
China. I
any
don't know where you
chickens
get your
according to
chicken.
this chart. We're not going to have any fucking chickens in Australia.
Help me. All right.
Maybe some of these things are not true. Just saying.
Fish shipments of Brazil chicken.
Yeah, hey,
to
you know you
India.
could buy chickens for like less than $10 each. Live chickens, man. You just raise them
now
up.
you
It's
can.
not hard.
You could raise them for $1.
They fucking grow like
each
crazy.
for chicks.
All right, I'm telling
Oh, yeah,
you.
yeah.
They're saying he's saying it. Right
And then you can
He
get
one
a big
got his
cock
chickens.
fertilizing it.
saying it.
I'm just not seeing the reality according to the reports.
Well,
The restaurant's closed.
Oh,
so
wait,
that
wait,
does,
wait.
it's a real
Oh,
thing.
hey, here
that
comes.
does affect the business. I don't know.
they're
how
making
much or
hamburgers.
how- what the chain reaction actually ends
It's
up
a
being.
vegan.
It does seem bad.
All right. Well,
They
show
do
me
want to have
the
they do
report.
want to have cultured meat, right?
Scaring
It's like one of the
everybody.
Agenda
Show
21
me the
things.
Jibby, are you
So
saying
if
that there's a
they're
lot
trying
of
to
fear
get there,
porn?
then maybe just wait till
I'm
break.
just saying there might be. Maybe.
Yeah, we're not
Show
trying
me
to say it
the
is.
reports.
We're
I
just we're putting it all on the
fantastic.
table and
Holy
looking at it. We're not
shit.
trying to
Did
say
you
we
guys
go
see
one way or
this?
Show me the
another.
headline?
trucks and trucks of
Nobody
dead
is.
bodies. Show me.
Textured lab
Yep.
meat
Keep
made from
everything
cow
in
muscle
doubt.
cells. Could see. Oh, get the fuck.
To me, this is a live exercise bluff.
Consider
Scientists stumbled over
Yeah, it
development when
could
growing.
be you're right. Could be you're wrong.
Wait a fucking minute, man.
Definitely a live exercise or something.
Scientists stumbled over development when growing human muscle tissue for grafting with no intention of adapting the technique as to fast food. They yeah, we could grow some muscles, and we could sell it as meat.
No intention.
We can sell it as meat. I swear, we can do it. It's cheap. Just grow it.
You're listening to the guy. He's saying
they grow soybeans with bovine cells to make the soybeans grow like cultured meat.
Jeez, it's like fermentation for meat.
Soy meat.
What the?
Right, yes. Where
this
have we
is
ever
so
seen
wrong.
that?
How is this bad news, though?
I'm sorry. This is.
I need to see it applied. I hear lots of shit. Want to see it applied? As far as I know, farmers sell meat.
Textured meat, it's called.
Cut meat. People sell the meat. People buy the meat, and it's all industry. I'm not seeing any syringes in my hamburger meat. I'm seeing it as business as usual.
See that?
No, well, it could be, but it doesn't seem like it. Maybe as well. Just saying. It seems like business as usual right now doesn't make it like the predictions for what's going on.
Injections coming because they know there's going to be like 75% of the population going to go fuck themselves.
Whoa, whoa.
They cannot force it. What they can do is they can bluff. And they can get volunteers. That's what they can do. Volunteers who believe.
Dude, you can't buy seeds in Michigan? You can't buy seeds in Michigan?
No, you can't. Nope.
Get the fuck.
I bought seeds like you. I'm whipping them out like I'm making it rain with seeds.
Michigan. In Michigan, you can't.
Well,
Michigan bans the purchase of non-essential items. Seeds are non-essential, man.
Indiana, too.
Oh, my God. You're telling me a seed.
So are shovels and hoes and rakes. You can't have a rake. You can't buy a rake right there.
Well, aren't they going to say you can't buy organic seeds here? Weren't you saying that last time I talked to you, about the
I'm going to be
non-GMO seeds?
Same thing. No, it doesn't matter if GMO or not. In Michigan, you can't buy seeds at all.
At all, right? But wasn't there something else you were saying about them doing the non-GMO seeds?
Where are all the people with the
they've been trying to
that yellow thing?
You can't really buy seeds out here either. Like, there's no seed store open.
You can go to Home Depot, man. They got all kinds of seeds, man.
If they put product on
Home Depot in Michigan, they don't got Home Depot. They got seeds in there.
They intend to sell it.
You would think.
No, you can get seeds in California. It's just Michigan right now. They actually made the stores lock up their seeds.
They can't put it up for sale and not sell it.
Whatever that is.
Yellow tape is a goof.
People need to eat. They can't call that non-essential. That's fucked up.
That's fucking
Yellow tape is a goof.
What the fuck is this guy
showing?
showing?
That shelf. Why would
that's
they
called chemical ice nucleation. That's what happens in the sky with the
stars, right?
You could see like a time lapse.
Doesn't that look like a star? I mean, it looks like one of those.
So you go back. He grows in front of you. He makes it time elapse in front of you.
All right.
Should we go back?
I don't know. I'll play it.
Growing herbs in a garden to replace those toxic medicines.
Well, this guy's on it.
Raising our own animals to replace those toxic grain-fed animals. There were opportunities, but many of us were trapped by the debt or the job or whatever it was. That's not the case suddenly for a lot of people. And I have this idea that we as a human species, are now, after being exposed to each other on the internet, are now like a super saturated solution. We all know about these regenerative solutions, about permaculture. We all know how to do things better and work with our local communities. And now that all of our patterns have been broken up,
pause it real quick.
Yes.
What's that? What is that? You said it's crystallization of what?
It's called chemical ice nucleation.
So what is that coming out of the end of that thing? What is he doing there?
I don't know what chemical they're using. It's some type of
just won't happen.
It's some type of a compound they have on the end of that syringe there, and when he pushes it out, it instantly starts freezing the water or the moisture around whatever the chemical is. And
it's scary. I'm just gonna let you know.
Imagine if they could freeze a cloud and that shit drop down onto a fucking house or something. That'd be nuts.
That's what happens. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That would Tartarian the shit out of us, bro.
I need to be like you guys and just
what's his reason for showing
they want to, and I need to.
I don't know. He's just showing it while he's talking about, growing muscle tissues in labs.
Oh, okay, I see. Just a chemical process, right?
It's real.
I
No,
like
we're not trying to claim that, Jibby.
Like you.
Don't make this all about an argument about it being real or not real. It's all about what the fuck are we gonna do now that they're doing all this fucked up shit?
Can we
And
get
is there a way out?
community?
Is there a bigger agenda? Is there something else that they're like hiding?
I think there's a way out.
What is the
It's called
situation?
shutting
It
off
doesn't
your
matter
TV.
how
There's
real or
your way
not
out.
real it is, as much as what the fuck is going on for real in the bigger sense.
You shut the TV off, you get out of it, and then you punch every bitch in the face who's sneering through the map. There you go.
That's
Every
one
bitch will
that's
sneer
one
at
option.
that level, huh?
I mean, that's one option.
Being dangerously
We got a lot of people
stupid.
here, man.
I'd say that's a good plan. Punch every bitch, and then you're all set.
There's the headline right there, man.
I include men in that bitch statement.
That's the onion field I
Sound
saw the other
reasoning.
day.
I
Man.
always can count
That
on
freaked
you.
me out.
Sound reason.
Farmers told to sell cows and quit.
You know, gender exclusive. But this is retarded. And I'm
Food
about
shut
to wail.
down, man.
It is retarded.
The wail on
They
this
opened, did you hear Ken
fucking
Wheeler's thing
yeah.
about it? He was like, there's a certain point where, like, if the patient dies and you bring him back to life, you probably don't want to bring him back to life because he's going to be retarded.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like where we're at with this. Like, if they wait too long to start this economy back up, it's going to be retarded at first. And no matter when they start it up, if they try to start it up, it's going to be fucking chaos.
Farmer. IceAgeFarmer.com.
It seems like they don't care.
Check
It seems
it
like
out.
they're ready to be done with it, and they're just stringing us along like E1 told me 6 months ago they were going to do. Exactly. Like he said. Exactly. Every step for step. Whether the coronavirus is real
Everybody
or not,
went
that
ape
doesn't
shit
matter. I
and
argue with
wet
him
their
about that.
panties
But
and
he's
got a new
called
fucking
every step
fucking
as far as the
Adderall,
economy
underalls,
goes and what they
underoos.
will do. And they're stringing us along. They have to give people a month ahead of time before they can even say. They have to say 1 month from now for sure you're going to be able to open your business. People need that kind of time to even get set up to open. They can't say May 1st and then still be halfway through the month
lost
and
all
talking
my
about some big
employees.
decision. It's going to be crazy.
Crazy, mate.
You get an announcement tomorrow.
I don't think
What's he gonna
most
say?
people are going to be
Yeah, he
opening up.
said basically.
They can make an announcement tomorrow, like, okay, we're all set.
Tomorrow,
everyone's going back to school
tomorrow
and
they'll
work,
say 10 days, and then
you
there'll be
like, sitting there
less
with your
than there'll be
numbers.
20
What are they gonna
30
say
states
tomorrow?
that'll be open. 29 states will still be locked down.
What about Illinois? Is it on the list? Do you know?
I don't know. I just know that they're going to release a certain amount of us for whatever time, most likely.
And then they're going to bring us back in because they're going to say the coronavirus started spreading again. People are dying by the herds. Right? Yeah. And be like, see what happened? We let you out. And then everybody got sick. So now you know that you can't go out. That's a lesson for you.
Hey, Flatlander, what's going on, man? Shout out to Oi, ADR.
That would be fucked up if they do
Walter.
that, though, and then everybody has to come back.
You
You
guys
can't
are
let them
awesome.
out and then bring it back. That's just unfair. That's like people have to invest in their fucking business to open again, and then you're going to take their money away again? No, that would just
If they don't, people are
that
going
would
to
be
riot
suicide. If they don't, people are going to riot because why?
because they're locked in their homes, and the places that they have to let out don't have very many cases. They have,
Yeah, they have to let people out, but they can't bring them back in after they let us out. They can't reverse this.
Well, I had that
because of
conversation
lying about
tonight.
the coronavirus still.
They just dropped $6 trillion into our system, and they gave $380 billion to the United States citizens, $1,200 a head, and gave everybody else, all the companies in the world, not the United States, the fucking world got pretty much bought up. You saw the stock market go all the way back up to 2,400, and all the
24,000.
CEOs, Warren Buffett sold everything he has. All the CEOs of the world, all the hedge funds managers sold everything in the last couple of days because it went all the way back up to where they don't lose anything, but all of us do.
Right.
Yeah, let us get our money back. Pump it up. Let us get our money back. We're the big dogs.
Pump and dump.
We're going to sell out.
Pump and dump.
And then you can drop it back
hard.
down and have all the fucking peons lose out again.
Why do you think Halliburton and Delta and the fucking Norwegian cruise lines and fucking Disney all went up something like 1,000% on one day? It's because they
What about the
injected
650
$2.3 trillion
CEOs that just
in a
took
matter of
off?
15 minutes.
The last ditch effort to get those big dogs that felt like they missed the boat out.
And they did it very well. I mean, they did it very, very sly.
Yep,
I mean,
they're all out.
Yeah.
They got They got their islands, their boats, their planes,
not
their fucking
care.
helicopters. They don't need us anymore, apparently.
And reopening the economy doesn't mean everybody goes back to work, obviously, because there's a lot of places can't make it. Now, how are you going to have any crowds? Are crowds allowed? What are the stipulations? So
Dude,
that's going to be
the psychological aspect
you can go back to work
of
6
the
feet away from
crowds.
each other, but
Oh
that's
my
it.
god, dude, this is the psychological aspect. Nobody's ever gonna go back to, I'm gonna hug you.
Yeah, let's go down to
That's
Disneyland
not gonna
today
happen,
and
man.
like take group pictures. No, none of that shit.
I want to fucking hug you.
There's a certain percentage of us right now that are making twice as much money by sitting at home because people aren't just getting money from the stimulus checks. They doubled, in some states, they doubled the unemployment. They also have things that have to be paid for veterans or things that have to be paid for people that are on Social Security. There's certain things that are happening to where people are like, wow, this is great. I vacation, I get more money, and I
right
don't
for
have to work.
some of the poor, right? But then the dollar value is going to be confetti money.
I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying for a majority of the people, they're like, fucking, this is wonderful.
Hey, Tominoid.
This happens. Right. It's weird. This is a weird fucking thing happening.
Yeah, I think it's fucking weird. That's
Well, if you
weird.
keep the poor happy for right now.
Yeah,
then
it's
they don't
fucking
get too desperate.
weird. It's so fucking weird.
It seems like they're giving up on it, and it does make me think that maybe there is a big event of some sort that they know is coming. Then it wouldn't matter, and that's the reason they're doing this, because they know it doesn't matter. That sounds like it could be the case. I'm not trying to say I think it's the case. Push that.
Don't you feel it?
It does feel like they don't.
I mean, every single one of us sitting here has to feel it.
Kobe Bryant faking
we're
his death
feeling
and
it.
having that ceremony and everything, and like everything coming to an end, and like the little predictive programming of people saying this might be our last one. Many of times at events, like people know. A lot of people knew, and it could be that this is just what it is. That occult, esoteric knowledge that people do have understands that this is the changing of the age. Whatever that means, whether it means there's some kind of like plasma or whatever, electric discharge that changes things or wipes things out or creates another dust bowl or whatever it is, people know something's like it doesn't matter anymore. Otherwise,
Hey, you know
they
what?
wouldn't go this
I
way.
was just reading this financial news, and March was the worst month on record ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
And April's going to be worse, is what it says.
Happy birthday, Kenny. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
I love it, man. I love it.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I paid a lot of money to see the end of this fucking party. And I'm going to stick around and check it out.
Housing market
I think
gauge
there's gonna
posted
be a
its
fight,
largest
man.
1 month drop ever.
Yep.
A key housing market gauge posted its largest 1 month drop ever.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. Things are dropping. Nobody's buying
Turning
nothing.
housing
Who's
sentiments
buying a
negative
house?
for the
Who's
first
selling
time
a
since
house? Who's doing
2014.
anything normal?
So good news, you could be able to buy a house pretty soon.
Yeah, I did see the rent prices
That'd
going
be
down.
awesome.
I got one picked out, as a matter of fact, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
For real?
Sweet. Yeah. Wait, don't buy it yet.
Somewhere
Do
off
not
your own
buy it.
property, or are you just gonna bring a house in there?
Two piece of property right next door to me. If everything goes right, I mean not goes right. If a lot of people die, I get property.
How do you? Well, a lot of people die from what though? That's the problem. If it's a fucking plasma thing, you might die too.
No, because if a lot of people die, then the silver market goes up. If the silver market goes up, I'll do good.
Gotcha. Well, it depends on what kind of market even is in place. If there's some kind of big fucking catastrophe that they're planning on hiding
To me, it
around.
won't matter what work. It's just a matter of later on. I'd say about 2 years from now, you'll be able to trade silver for just about anything, or gold for anything, and it'd be very valuable.
What about my coin collection? Will it be worth more or less once they change the currency?
Is it silver?
No. Well, some of the coins, yeah, but the
Silver
collection
will
of
be-
pennies and just
won't be
the
worth
U.S.
it.
coins. Huh?
Nothing.
What'd you say? Won't be worth shit?
nothing that's silver or not, 80% silver or gold won't be worth anything. It'll just be.
Well, yeah, but for collectors, the collectors will be gone. They won't want it anymore.
Hey, JCPenney's has 30 days before going into default forever. It's like a big deal, I guess, for retail.
What's going into default forever?
JCPenney.
JCPenney's.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
And Macy's.
No more
Macy's, I heard, is gone too.
Oh yeah. No more malls.
They got 30 days to make a payment. Their payments are like $12 million a month or something. Good luck.
Warren Buffett just sold all of his shares in any airlines that he owns. Everything.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean,
see, that's what makes me think.
Why does he still have airline stock? Like, all travel stock is done. Anything that has to do with a mall is done. Any store like the Gap, shit like that, it's done. All those shits were done anyway, slowly. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna definitely. I mean, fuck. They said that was last month was the worst month ever in the stock market, and
I think it's
this month will be worse. So that's not good.
Because we're getting
Did
down.
anyone think about buying Amazon stock when it was still on the lower end?
I wouldn't buy any fucking stock. I wouldn't invest in anything. Get cash. Get cash.
Yeah.
Cash, guns.
It does seem like they don't care. Like it's over. I don't know. What do you think? What does anybody think? Do you think there's some like what are the possibilities of what could happen?
I think they make a lot of money when things fuck up, and they're just some people are coming up. Like I don't know.
Sure. How is this?
How can
the bad parts of the Bible and shit?
You know what I mean?
That's
you can speculate all you want, but
the bad parts of the Bible and shit, like the fucking Armageddon shit, it's kind of right there, man. It's right in front of our faces and shit.
It's gonna be close.
Kind of cool that we get to be here, but kind of sucks that we don't get to live on if that's the case.
Hey, do you really want to die in a bed and just wither away, or would you rather go out with a bang?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, I'm sure. You gotta think about it that way. That's
like, why is everyone gonna die?
Just because all this shit
goes
out of business. Retire, that's for sure.
Why do you have to starve just because all this shit goes out of business? You know what I mean? Like, I've been homeless in the streets, and you could eat just fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bunch of hype. When it comes down to it, dude, you'll survive. You know what I mean? Like,
I know I will. Yeah, I agree.
Depends, it may be that there's some kind of bigger thing, like with the whole Armageddon timing actually being set up for this time because they knew there wasn't an event. I don't know.
Dude, I could fish.
Seems like there might be something to that.
You
I
just
don't know.
go fishing, and you can catch a fish. I mean, it's not hard.
Well, I'm talking about if it's like a real catastrophe.
Yeah, wait until there's 100,000 people around that lake trying to fish.
What about the earthquakes?
70% of the Earth is water.
Earthquakes that are looking at possibly being near Yellowstone, like before.
There's animals. There's food. Like, it's not like, oh, all the cows are gone or whatever. Like, there'll be a way to survive. It's just.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we don't know what's gonna happen next. There's a lot of speculation, and people all fucking.
Right, that's what we're doing. We're speculating. We're trying to figure out what might or might not happen.
Have a clear head.
I like speculate.
Yeah, speculating is the only way to get it.
To speculate too, man, but I'm not gonna right off the bat be like, we're all gonna die. Like, I don't know.
No, not all. There's two extremes to it. What you can either take the extreme of like, we're all gonna die. Fuck it, doesn't even matter, or just don't worry about it. It's all good.
What if you're already dead?
Go meet in the middle somewhere.
Just don't worry about it. Just don't.
What if we're already dead?
Freaked out.
What if
That's
you're
one
already
way.
dead?
I like to think that way, and I do. It makes me feel more comfortable to be like, it's all good. And
nah,
I do.
Dave,
I let myself be there.
Everybody knows it.
As they can. What's that? You guys are kind of muffled on your side.
If you knew you lived on, and you had other lives, is there anything to be afraid of?
Well, as long as that's something you know instead of something you believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because I think that's the problem with people that think about an afterlife. They live a life just for the afterlife instead of living their life for their life, which may be all they have. Who knows? It's going to definitely be all they have in this form specifically. And when you die, things do change. Obviously, you're not you anymore. You're maybe the essence
Like
of
a
you
one-
or whatever it is. But it's not the
Like
same.
a
So that's the
one-time
reason.
deal.
Yeah, it could
Like,
be.
you know, like being a human, you just get to experience once. This is it.
Maybe. I
All
don't
the
know.
chips are in.
Maybe.
If I knew that, I would live it so differently, which is weird. I know I would.
You take more risk with it.
I just would. I'd
Or less
every
risk.
moment is like,
So you think that you live on for sure, and that's the reason that you live the way you do? And you'd live differently if you did know this was it?
well, I do both. I have a blasé devil may care attitude that I'm just here and I'm a visitor and I'm just passing through and I'm just observing an experience. But then there's other times where I am very invested in it and I think it all means something and it's incredibly important, and then I get, so it can change, you know. I'm sort of not split personality, but there's
Are you
different
Gemini?
ways of looking at being alive, you know. Sometimes it sucks too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh, I don't really want
We all have to
be
feel
here,
like our
fuck
comfortable
this. Like,
selves
it
at some
sucks.
point. Can't just like focus on the negative so much that you're not happy.
No, there's still so much good fucking shit, and the people say, "Oh, it's all been thought of and done." Has it really?
I don't buy that.
You know.
Hey, you know
I don't
what?
like
The
that
banks are doing good, and they're what it's saying is their credit reserves are really high. What's going to end up is they're going to just be loaning out tons of money, so they get richer. You know.
Yeah, the
But
government
wouldn't
actually
everybody
gave them that
benefit
$4 trillion, and they said
from
they
that
weren't
money?
going to loan it out to everybody. And they said, and the government just 3 days ago said, okay, fine. We know that the interest rate was put down to 0.25, but for these grants or loans or whatever you want to call it, for that $4 trillion, we're going to give the banks 5%. So those fuckers get like what, $250 billion out of that $4 trillion just for doing everybody a favor.
And they've already got billions anyway.
Hey, what I'm looking at right now says Bank of America said it was settling aside $3.6 billion for credit, giving out credit, and Goldman's reserve rose from $937 million from $224 million. Like all these companies are going to give out credit when that, you know, everyone's fucked up. All these big companies, they're just going to bail them out.
How do you reckon you'd feel, GM, if you had $1 trillion?
Focus
one
below.
of this hypothetical question, man. What are you leading me into? Let's just cut to chase, man.
See, like you're a trillionaire. Like, how do you feel? You've just been given $1 trillion.
Well, I'm not a piece of shit, so you know I'd hook everyone up. But you know,
And
that never happens
and
to
get a
someone
hemp
that's not a
summary.
piece of shit.
Fuck yeah. Really, you'd hook up all your friends.
So why don't we
And
like
we all
what
go
if
in the
we
hemp
could fly?
summary.
Same
That's
question.
good. I like it that you instantly thought of friends.
Fuck yeah.
That's
He's got
good.
$1 trillion. He could throw billions away and it wouldn't even mean nothing.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they think like that? Like, all right, we're all the corporate mega bucksters. Let's look out for each other.
They're like paying for generations beyond their own to be independent
I
and
don't know.
wealthy forever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how these guys think. Like, we never talk about
Money
how
is just for us.
the
Money
fucking
is not
all
the
thing
enemy.
I dudes and do that.
That's more the assets.
I mean,
than
you
money.
think everyone that's ever been rich ever is just a piece of shit? Is it possible that some
No
people
way.
are a piece
Oh,
of
not
shit?
rich, not rich, but the wealth. There's a difference between being rich and being
Wealth
wealthy.
and
The
rich,
people
yeah.
that pay for
Well, whatever.
Shaq
People with money.
Shaquille
Is it
O'Neal
possible
are
that some
wealthy.
of them are not that bad?
Yeah.
They're all in on
Yeah,
it.
it's
They're
it.
all together. They're all trying to kill us like all the time, like fuck, dude, we'd be
Nope.
dead by now.
Not rich people,
can't
not
all
rich
be
people.
bad.
That's not the case. They play with us. It's not all evil and it's not all good. That's for sure. You have to be able to say there's a
Good.
bad. Sure.
Now you're talking, UP.
Yeah, that's where we're getting at. I'm not trying to say I think one way or another about any of this shit. I think we just have to put out all the different possibilities, and I don't think there's an absolute of it to anything. I don't.
No.
I mean,
You're
that's
covering all the
that's an
bases.
absolute statement about absolution, but still.
Yeah. You're looking on first, second, third.
You should always do that.
I'm curious. Hold on. I have to ask all of you this. So you really look around in this world and see the people, the elite, not everyone, but the people that are in charge of this world. You think they're good?
No, I think that they think they're balancing the bad.
I really don't know. I don't know. No one knows anything
They think
about...
they're just playing their part in this world. Which
Okay,
is to be
then
that
let me even break it down even better than this. Let's go to any town, any police force in any town, and tell me do you believe there's a good officer in any police force?
Definitely.
Sure.
Okay, so how is it possible that there's a good policeman sitting there watching his partner sitting there breaking the law by either beating the crap of somebody that doesn't need it, or arresting somebody that doesn't need it, or escalating something, and he doesn't stop it? How is that a good cop?
Well, that's the thing. That's the dilemma that most cops probably
so
have.
Now let's take it up
good
the
cops.
leaders of the world.
They don't have a
You're telling me
career
that
choice that they have. It's crazy. Yeah, I think there's people involved with anything that
Hold on, there's 208 countries in this world, and you're telling me out of 208 leaders, I know those aren't the ones that actually control the wealth of the world, but those are the people that are sitting there. Not one of those people stood up and gave everything they possibly could to stop genocide. Stop.
Hold on. You're talking about
the thing. They designed it so they don't have that option.
Trillions of dollars in
It's
the last
basically suicide for them to even do anything. It's the way it's designed is so sophisticated that one person standing up and saying, "I'm going to sacrifice myself for the greater good of the point," that'll never get heard because these people have clamped down every news investigation, every media channel. They have the fucking control over the information. So either you are in because you're in your career, you may not have the scruples that a lot of people have just being in that position. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like they've got it down, so you don't have that option to be that dude without just killing yourself and your family getting killed. That's the thing. When you have your family on the line, they're doing it at that point because they want their family's lives to not be.
Hey, Dave.
Taken, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Hey, these so-called world leaders, they aren't leaders of shit. They're puppets for us. You know what I mean?
That's true too. Yeah.
And our leaders are
they're not
puppets
even
for
real.
the corporations. You know what I mean? So they might be a good person, but how the fuck are they gonna stand up against?
Really?
You know what I mean? They might be good. I mean, for the position they're in. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
it's all
compared- you know what I
relative.
mean?
They may think they're better than they are.
I'm
You
just
know,
saying,
a lot
like,
people
of all the rich
justify their
people in the
actions
world,
based on their
they're all
relative
pieces of
position in
shit
life.
in on some shit.
Let me ask you, do you guys know about what happened with the vote on this stimulus, the $2 trillion, then it went to $4 and then it went to $6 trillion? Do you understand that they did not
Votes
vote?
are all rigged.
They actually, it was called what do they call it? A non-vote, to where nobody had to sign their names that they voted this because nobody wanted responsibility for giving $6 trillion away from the Federal
Yeah, but
Reserve.
votes are fake anyway, so what does that mean?
Okay, so how did that process work then? Okay, so they were told there's non-vote, which means that you don't have to vote. It's going to happen regardless.
Yep.
Right, and then that was a decision made by which group of people?
The Senate.
The Senate.
And the
Okay,
House.
So the Senate and the House put this. Okay, so the Senate and the House were told that they don't have to vote.
All of the congressmen and senators, or the Congress that did it, they all decided that they didn't want to be responsible, so they don't have to actually have a vote. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. It eludes me for a second. But there's a word for it, and they call it that, to where nobody is held responsible. Nobody actually has a ticket or a vote anymore. It's just all inclusive. Everybody agrees. Oh, unanimous. That's it. I'm sorry. Unanimous decision. They don't even have to have a vote.
And then the thing is that makes me think there's like different ways that could be the reason like the order. Like what's going on here could be that we have been, pretty much like not any independence from the New World Order is totally erased at this point, and they don't really have a choice about the next step. Nobody has a choice. It's just this is what's going to happen by this date, and regardless if you've signed this, don't sign this, it's going to happen. So you might as well just like have it be a non-vote.
I think the legal papers between the countries have already been signed a while ago, and they all have their script that they're supposed to follow. Yeah,
it does seem like that. And they kind of have to do it a little softer here than other places. It's going to take a little longer.
Why would they do things like, why would Trump get up there on March 12th and say, China is very transparent. I just talked to Xi Jinping yesterday. He is working as hard as he can to contain this. And then now you're hearing him saying things like, the Chinese virus, we're going to have to make these people pay. $250 billion doesn't seem like enough per year. We're going to need to see what we can do about it.
Hey, E1, you don't think we'll go to war with China?
They may say that we're at war.
That's what they always do to get out of financial depression.
We're going to go to war with China, he asked.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know exactly if we're going to war with China, but we're definitely going to war.
We could have a proxy war like Vietnam.
Yeah, we could. That's for sure. I just know that there's war coming.
What do you win, China?
Well, you win not paying the debt back. You win not paying
China gets us. I think
trillion or whatever the fuck it is.
The thing
that's
is,
why
you realize that
that's why you always go to war. So you don't pay off the debt.
Just like you said about the step by step, they probably already know who's going to win the war. The war is planned. The winner is planned already, as well as the war itself.
We need Jack Burton.
That's right. He always had a good saying for times like this.
Yeah. Everyone needs to wear an eye patch.
That's right.
Hey, but like
World
War II, Germany was in crazy debt, right? From World War I. So they battled the world. So fuck you. Get the money like John Wayne.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about like more like that was the Third Reich and we are the Fourth Reich, and it was all planned from the very beginning. It wasn't never really a separation of countries. It was all an illusion to begin with, and all the profits were made by the bankers the whole time.
That's a fucking story. That's a YouTube story. Could be, could not be. I don't know.
Not a YouTube story. That's pretty much what seems to be the case, man. I don't know what. I don't know what.
So what? A war with China?
Just like one.
Every war's fake.
Idea as a guy.
And Adolf was like a cool guy. He loved it.
All the German scientists came here, and we totally. I mean, the illusion of war is the accomplishment, not the war itself. The illusion. You saw that fucking thing that what was it called? You were talking about the video I posted. GM. Remember that guy back in the day, the old '60s TV show that was talking about how there's no reason to think that there's actual bombs like this because we don't have to actually.
Yeah, that was a TV show. That doesn't make it a fact. Okay, it's
no. It does seem to be portraying pretty much what's going on, though. Don't you think?
A lot of shit is just theories,
not work that way?
And it's like you can believe them if you want to. I don't choose to. They're interesting possibilities. Anything's possible, I guess, but I don't like. Okay, I saw this fucking YouTube video. Now I believe this.
I'm not saying it's for sure. I'm saying it seems like if I had to guess, that would probably be the way.
I'm just saying that I just jump on shit. I just.
You shouldn't just jump on shit. You should reject it completely as well.
TV show, video, it doesn't matter. Even if you show me tons of evidence, I still don't believe it.
You can't take talking about something as me saying, I think this is true, and there's no other way.
I'm saying I don't believe it. You come at me like I gotta believe everything. I don't have to believe shit.
No, I don't think I'm coming at you. I think you're just taking it that way. I don't know why you're saying that. Coming at you saying you should believe anything. I'm not even saying I believe anything. That's the thing. You can't even put that at me like that. Come on now. Just saying these are all possibilities. What do you think happens? Do the wars just happen naturally and they are exactly like they tell us?
No. But I don't know, man. I don't know how to talk to you people.
You sound fully triggered.
I don't know how much longer I can.
We're all
Rage
stressed,
quit on
man.
me,
That's
please.
every one of us is sounding different and acting different than we have 3 weeks ago. So that's all it is, man. We're all a little stressed.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I haven't changed what I'm saying. I'm still saying like fucking calm down.
We're just
That's all
talking.
I've been saying the whole time.
Yep.
Things are bad. Things look bad, but
Yeah, people should calm down, but they should also rise up, and they should also be aware, and they should also be alert, and they should also chill out, and they should
Rise
also,
up?
just balance. Balance, all about balance.
I'm removing myself from the system.
well, yeah, everyone should try to do that, but not everyone can.
Well, if they didn't think
will.
there was a big conspiracy, why would they want to remove themselves from the system?
You will be removing yourself from the system here very shortly, either voluntarily or forcefully. One of the two. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, why forcefully? I mean, you just
Because it's
come
gonna
out
stop.
here and like shit's gonna fucking happen like this, man. It's complete speculation, That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't even think that way
No,
at
dude,
all. It's
it's-
just fucking dumb.
Because it's happening. It's
Well,
not.
you have to
it's
take
not,
economic
it's not
factors into
happening.
account. It can't just be complete speculation necessarily.
What's happening, dude?
Tell us. Give us the breakdown.
Your country has just sold your entire system, your debt system, your banking system. Everything is gone. They just sold, just gave away $6 trillion to where the country now owns half of
you're
the
going off on
companies
something else.
in
Now,
this
go back to
country.
what you were just saying. You just said they're going to separate people or take them out of their houses? But now you're going on this other thing? What
I
say,
said you need to separate yourself from the system because the system is going to separate from you, whether voluntarily or forcefully. Because what's going to happen is the system is stopping, dude. That's what's happening right now. That's
It's
why
not
people
stopping.
don't
The
understand
stock
about
market
they're not getting paid. They're shutting
run
down
tomorrow
companies.
because businesses go out of business. That's not the end of the world. Then a new business.
No, but they don't
starts.
usually go at the businesses of 50% of them within a week. In the entire world.
it's
Not a
bad,
country.
dude.
Not a country, dude. The entire
But
world.
so everyone's gonna it's gonna be chaos now. Like, come on, dude.
Yep. Really
So
soon.
it could be.
Come up with
Could
something.
be.
Really soon.
You can't say there's no way it's not going to be chaos. That's for sure.
Oh, I'm not saying that, but
I'm not trying to say I know exactly what's happening, and this is you need to listen. I'm trying to say this is what
I don't want to
this
hear
is what's
this shit,
definitely
dude.
going to.
So, peace out. Have fun with your fear and your worry.
Hey, Jay, don't make this about us, man. We're talking about what's going on in the world. We're trying to make it all personal. Like, you guys are pushing this shit. Don't be talking about this on there. It's not possible. Or you kind of sound like you're like determined that this shouldn't even be talked about. The possibilities, right? That doesn't make any sense. There's tons of possibilities right now, and we're fucked in a lot of ways.
I'm sorry. I guess maybe I'm missing. Maybe I am missing what GM's saying. So
He's
so
triggered,
what do we?
dude. He's triggered.
No, maybe he's not triggered. Maybe he's seeing it from a different way. Maybe he does have something. Where do you see it going?
Maybe he quit. I think he rage quit, actually. You have fun with your conspiracy, weird, fucked up propaganda, Armageddon shit. Everything's going to be just fine.
Oh, I guarantee it's not going to be fine.
It's going to be different. At the very least, it's going to be a lot more fucked up. And it's most likely, it's going to be the best, like the worst possible situation we could possibly imagine. And it does seem like they're preparing for something bigger, and maybe it won't matter, man.
I just can't.
Why would they do this? Why would they do this?
Because the system
doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but the system could be repaired if they wanted to. It didn't have to do this.
It was designed to fall exactly at this point in time.
Right, and why would they design it to fall at this point in time?
The system only
something
lasts a
else
certain amount of time because of exponential growth with interest rates. Compounding interest only works for a certain amount of time, and you can see it from 1913 when they started it, that certain things would happen. Exponential growth would happen at exactly 1990s, 1993, and then it goes outrageous from there. And you have to shut it down at a certain time because it doesn't mean anything past a certain point. Same
Okay,
way
then
with
what
that
happens
with
from
fire.
there on? Then, like, how would it ever recover, if at all?
It can't.
Ever. Okay, so then wait. So people just die, and then
It's not that
you
people
go back
die,
to like the Stone Age and.
No. The system. The
Right,
system
I know,
of
but they're
checks
gonna
and balances of
okay,
money
like, so
in the
10
way that
years
we
from now,
do.
there's going to be some sort of system, right?
A different one,
that's,
yes.
That's the distinction. That's a good thing to say, actually, because last night when I said to Snack too, or whoever was here, like if the world, because I was reflecting on it, like I said, if the world ends, good. But what I'm meaning is, like he's saying, the system of capitalism and corporate takeover, right? And monopoly, right? And like he's saying, compounding interest and accountants and tax fucking advisors and Wall Street, they had that game. That's their game. They make and break the rules of it, and they capitalize. They've always like been 10 steps ahead of everybody else, right? It's rigged.
Yeah, 100.
So at the moment, for some reason, its day is done. Like it's had its time.
Right.
And
So
that's
if they're 100
cycle
steps
is ending.
ahead,
Right.
do they? Is their plan? Okay, like here's the situation. Say you're them or whatever, and you planned it to end it this time. What's your advantage from that point on? How does that? What could be the possible reasons that you would time it for that? Get out with the assets. What are they going to do? What are they preparing for? Is it just for this? And then will the system ever have? What's the next step to restart a system that's totally different?
Well, as you reboot the next system, so upgrade to the next operating system, which is inevitable, they are still in charge. So whatever the system is, they will always ensure that they're at the top.
As the farmer, you're the one that goes in and tills the field before you plant it.
They have to. That's intelligence. Why would they compromise their position if it's chess?
Right.
So instead of allowing it to just fall on its own, they are the ones who implement the timing, the framing, and the structure of how it goes down.
What do you predict their next step is?
They've done it.
I think that to cause a little bit of mayhem and disruption and all that stuff, and then when it really starts to get hectic, to come in like the saviors.
And give us what?
Food.
Utopia.
Smart cities?
Yep. Clean energy, everything we've been waiting for since 1945.
For the few of us that are left, right?
Oh, everyone will still be here because they'll need the human population to build it. And they'll just sit back and hand out the blueprints that they already have.
Well, I don't know about everyone.
It's probably already like if the outer ponder thing is real. In your imagination, are they more advanced or more primitive than us?
Well, maybe both. Like that one video was implying.
Because
different types of out of pounders.
I mean, I can see the reboot. The only real option for them could go two distinct ways. The nightmare reality of the total dystopian machine war future, and then it's just, it's just bad. Or go the other way and just make Earth harmonic resonance and geometric kundalini, third eye chakra, all that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be all
unlock
tied
the
in.
whole thing.
Yeah, it'll be a package. It'll be a package utopia / dystopia.
I think
it'll be a dystopia for about
way.
7 years at least.
It'd still have whatever. The last thing I'll say, but if you're a despotic head, you'd still have to live with the consequences of your actions. And if you brought hell on earth, you'll have to, in my eyes, have to answer to the divine eventually. So who's really going to make that call? I think everyone will be held accountable, and I think that's the truth, and that's what a lot of
That
people
sounds
are
like
really
you mean like
afraid
a
of.
heaven and hell type situation.
Well, humans are capable of both, and at this stage, with the tech, if you look at it unfolding, the human intelligence, consciousness is evolving. We're technological. We have the communication systems, the transport systems, the infrastructure. We have everything we need is here. So the real and humans, as we can tell, have been lied to and led astray and had their capacity held down since World War II in many ways, because we haven't been allowed to progress into liberty and true freedom and set free. But it feels like we had to learn. I really do feel that the evil plan is actually a huge lesson, and I think when the truth more gets revealed, it's like the Garden of Eden story. You had to learn about it, yet when you bite that apple, you have to learn about evil and horrible things and see the worst aspects of human nature. And now we all know that it doesn't work. It's not good, is it? Like, we live in that now. So the only option for me to progress and move forward is to do something different. Not more of it. But that's just me. That to me would just be the biggest backward step ever, to go into World War III. And I don't think anybody here on Earth right now would condone that. Not at this stage.
We're in World War III already. It's an information war.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean,
we're in the information age. Why wouldn't World War III be an information war?
Mm-hmm.
And people die from that, maybe even more so than real war, because what they're doing is people. The information is controlling everyone, both sides and every side of this. But we're being told we have to stay in our houses, but there's no actual law. We're being told that there's a disease or a COVID-19, which is totally debatable. We're being told that that we need to stock up on meat, and that the system's shutting down, which makes sense. And then we're being told that there's a utopia, and that it's going to be tied in with a lot of these things that are good, but not necessarily all of us for all of us, I think. Because eugenics is a real thing. It's not even a secret. Eugenics is a real thing. And they do have a fucking agenda to depopulate for some reason. It's not really debatable.
Nope.
But that's the
how many of them or they follow scripture or Agenda 21. Like, I think a lot of those things are put out to the public as propaganda, and it's just to fuck with us.
Well,
and I think even those
it's both. It's to fuck with us. It's not just anything. It's to fuck with us as well as to show us their power.
Because even in the war,
they will follow it.
Even in the war, like in perspective, like, this isn't probably not a very nice subject, but people died and there were battles, but at the same time, after the war, there was when all those soldiers and women got back together, there was a baby boom.
Right? A baby boom. Yep, there was.
And that to me, it doesn't make sense.
Why?
Because if they wanted the numbers down, the perfect scenario, it's like the opposite. If you're a man,
I don't think they've wanted the numbers down since then. They've wanted the numbers exactly like they knew they were going to be for a certain time.
There just seems to be something
It's like
in
building up a harvest.
human nature, though, that it wants to breed and procreate. That
Absolutely.
seems to be inbuilt into the program.
Of course, why wouldn't it be? Otherwise, that wouldn't fucking be.
So the plans are so the complete mirror opposite. Like it's a complete it's anti-life.
Well, no, it's not anti-life. It's like more like a trimming of the crop.
Culling of the herd.
Culling of the herd. A pruning, yeah, that's what it is. They'd like to build it up again, but they want to build it up again with a new brainwashed system.
And look at the people that we have. Look at the soup of fucking freaks that is on this plane of existence.
Right.
I mean, really.
But they did that on purpose too, though.
Let's say we got rid of a third of us.
They made it.
You think it would be bad? I'm serious. I know that's a sad thing to say.
No, it's true. And you could say that, you know, what are the old people doing for us? Why is it bad?
Well, no. Well, I guess you could say that too. But even if we got rid of a third of it, if there's, I know nobody believes about the exact number of let's just go with the 7 billion. I know there's 8 billion, but let's say 7 billion. You go with a third of those, I mean, you're looking at just over 2 billion, 2.3 billion people is gone. That still leaves a lot of people.
Yeah. If there are that many people to begin with, that's what they're thinking, and that's what eugenics is all about. They're like, okay, we have the technology, we needed this many people to see how the communication apps are going to all work and get the situation so that this is something we can then make a microcosm of and have it be more efficient and the longevity be better and feel like our conscience. Like we're giving the gift to the future generations of their conscience being less hindered than ours, because we had to sacrifice the people to get them to that utopian smart city.
Well, I will say this: just look at history. I mean, I shouldn't say history. Look at the old ancient structures, the megalithic cities, the everything where you can tell that these were great civilizations and they are just gone. What made them disappear, nobody can tell you, and they are separated by thousands of years, sometimes tens of thousands of years. That's debatable on the years as well, but a long separation of span of time between them. If you knew, as a powerful, very elite person, that these things happen chronologically in time, and I don't know if they know this, but I'm just saying, if you knew what the cause of it was, you could prepare. And that's what it looks like to me, is that they're preparing for something.
Yeah, it does seem like that's the case. Why would they time everything to bust right now? And why would all the people that have positions of power, or the NBA players, whoever it is that actually is maybe at the very top of the lower top, whatever that is, they may have a bunker themselves that they paid their money for. It seems like everyone that even stars, if they're, knowing this, their little jokes about it being over, it seems like it's because they know something's coming that they can't do anything about, more so than a decision made by more powerful people than them. That's what makes more sense.
Like, would you both want to survive?
That's the thing. Like I wrote you in the note earlier, Merle.
Yeah.
Would it be any good anyway? I mean, some people would rather not survive that, and I understand that. Maybe I wouldn't either. You don't know till you get there. But if you're a survivalist, that's what you are.
And what if that they again knew exactly what was going to happen and when and what to do and what provisions to take?
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why we're talking about this. That's why we're talking about this, because maybe we could figure
So
it out.
that's really where you both are coming from, right? To get to the other side, right?
It just in case there is another side, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I implore you both to keep on with
what you'd rather die.
Solution. Yeah, totally. Because I was worried that some of us were worried that you guys had had the Alice in Wonderland
Throw your
pill
hands in the air, give up.
Just a little bit like the sky is falling and
really? Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at with you about the conversation from the other night, because it's like it's not about being fearful. I think the people that it's funny because it's actually reversed. Like a lot of people are afraid that the people that are saying the sky is falling are right, so they would rather like criticize the people for saying the sky might be falling here, and we should maybe look at it like a little more closely.
Is there anything we can do?
Fear-mongers rather than people that are just trying to be aware of what's going on.
Like,
I mean,
maybe
you want to
we
see
could
the end of
find a
this
cave.
without really knowing what's going on. It's like not like, would you rather die knowing that the Earth is not the ball, or would you rather die just believing that what they told you was true?
I just want to choose
rather
how
know.
I die.
Yeah,
That's all I want.
I'm with you there. Like, if there was a way to get through this, and you knew that there was something you could do definitely to get through it, and that eventually things will see, that's the thing though, like if it's got to go down like that, it annoys me that the powers that be, whatever they are, just don't level with Earth and go, look, something's definitely going to happen on fucking this date. Something's going to fucking happen, like the sky's going to crack, or you all need to get a gas mask, get a food for a month, bunker in because you're not going to be able to breathe, or some whatever the scenario is, right? And just prepare everyone like good Boy Scouts, or like, you know, like disaster. And you
It
prepare
seems like they're
for
doing
it,
that. They're doing that almost
No.
exactly, except they're not telling us the sky's going to crack. They're telling us
I
it's
can
coronavirus.
tell you why they haven't.
This
I
is
can tell you
all
why
our
they
lives.
won't.
Chaos.
No.
They have places
No.
underground that they're going to go.
It's because they themselves cannot even prepare for what's coming. They can try, but they don't know. They can't prepare for the exacerbated timeline that what is about to unfold. That's what I think is the problem. So that how could they
Seems
tell
like
you
that.
to prepare if they themselves can't prepare for it?
See, that's another good perspective as well. That even they might be shitting their pants too.
They are.
Right.
I
And
like
they see it
it.
as then they see it. They see it as a gift for them not to tell us the truth about that, because at least then they know that maybe there's nothing we can do about it, and that the only way it's going to cause more panic and discomfort in the last month or two that we have. Who knows?
Yeah.
So they see it as like,
It's
oh,
like
we tell them this,
all-
and at least they'll be prepared for something.
It's like all rubble, and there's just this hand holding like one human baby, like out of the rubble.
Right. Can't save you all. But
It's
this
just
sounds
very
fantastical
feasible.
to a lot of people. When you start talking Armageddon type stuff, everyone people tend to associate it with, oh, it's a YouTube idea, or it's a some kind of like propaganda or Bible belief or all of those things. But it kind of does look like they may be that all of those myths are based on something literal. Jesus light very bringing thing could be an electric
I
event.
can look around at this and see that the way I feel about it. I'm looking at all the different aspects of the food, the system, the delivery systems, just all the just-in-time systems that we have, and everything shutting down, and everybody else around me is kind of going, no, you don't understand. They've got a person on that. They've got a whole committee, a bunch of committees backing them up to make sure that this works. And every day something else happens, and the next thing happens, and I don't know. It just, to me, it seems like I literally feel like everybody is blind, and we're all looking around, and I'm seeing glimpses of flashes, and everybody going, no, that's just in your head. You're not really seeing.
Right. That's the thing.
Scary.
You know, it's the same thing with flat Earth, though. It's like people would rather not know, even if it was coming, and that's just the way it is. Like I was asking that question to Merle the other night, as well as I asked my parents, would you both, if there was something that you could know about some catastrophe happening, would you want to know? And they both said no, they would rather not know. And then the question got asked to Merle, and he was saying he would live his life, more special each day if he knew, it was coming
Me
up soon
too.
or something.
You
And
might
so
eat
would I,
that,
and I'd
that
want to know
ice
for that
cream.
reason. Yeah.
You might have a strawberry out of your garden that's not
Sure.
exactly right, but it was there.
Right. Or definitely use all your drugs. Or whatever.
Or start drinking a little bit more. Something like that.
Yeah, you could be a little more indulgent for sure, if you knew for sure. And I don't know if there is a way to know for sure.
You might grow 24 pints instead of 5.
Any of this, by the way, disclaimer time. This is not things we're trying to say are going to happen and trying to doom and gloom everybody. It's just, it does seem like there's something that they are aware of that
doom and gloom
and
all
we can
day long.
analyze their characters to see what it is and why would they do this. Things don't make sense. How can we put them in place to make sense? And that is one of the things that does make sense if it was something they couldn't do anything about. What are the other things that would make sense? The economy. Okay, so they're going to make a bunch of money and then start the system up again and just have some monopolies of Walmart or whatever else. That's another scenario.
Well,
It doesn't make as much sense in a way, but it could be the case.
The economy is another thing that they can't control. It's over. I mean, that to me,
That doesn't make any sense.
Number.
To me.
Really?
They can just add money to it, right? I mean, the IMF can keep all the balances, and it's just they can just distribute equal amounts of money, which is just a number. It's not a real thing. You know what I'm saying? They have to figure out how to make it a real thing again. But unless there's something that's, it seems like unless there was something that's going to fuck everything up anyway besides the economy, then it doesn't make any sense what they did with the economy. Because they could revive it still at some point here and reconfigure everything and make it a new world order with one digital currency, and then this is how we're going to from the charter of where we were at before, here's how it's going to work out. And they're already doing that with we're going to give this company billions and this company trillions, and we're going to give him this much. It's like all decisions on whoever greased the palm or whoever it is that is in on it. They could be investing at all if it was over. If there was some event coming, why would they be at all worried about those numbers? Why wouldn't they just let it
because
already,
Because they propped up, I thought I said that a few minutes ago, they used the money to prop up the companies, especially like Halliburton, all the airlines, all of the cruise industries, all of the oil companies, because everything crashed right away. Those exact companies crashed. They pumped them up with something like $400 to $500 billion, got them up to almost what their level was, and the high-class CEOs and the high, Warren Buffett's, all the Jeff Bezos sold their own company's stocks at the height of it to the government so that they could get out and use whatever they've got.
You're right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
now it'll start.
So then now it's going to let it now they're just going to let it go.
Oh well, not exactly. They will do their best to hold it until the closure or the opening of the trying to do the show of opening the country back up. That's when it start falling.
Because they're just going to let people fend for themselves as far as opening back up.
No, because they're going to use that $6 trillion and this next $250 billion that they're going to give to the Treasury here in a couple days. They're going to use that for the next 10 to 15 days to make everything look rosy and great, so Trump can go, look, the stock market's going up, the economy's great, we're going to open back up, everything's good, so it can look great until everything hits the wall again, because none of the system, the supply chain isn't going to catch up with the backlog. Everything's still going to be back.
Right. Okay. So then the plan is to make it so people reinvest and they suck up the last little life out of people and let it all fall to shit.
They've already done that. They just really released the CEOs and the big boys from their obligations. The last 2 to 3 days is what they did. Because everybody lost.
And then there's going to be a window of opportunity for them to fly out of the country and get somewhere else, right?
I don't know. I'm sure there will be. Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, like when they reopen things, people might be flying from country to country again. Like, would you go somewhere else if you thought that you could find out that this is actually more of a North American or Northern Hemisphere, in quotes, event that's going to happen? Because that's what it seems like by the numbers. Like the Southern Hemisphere is not as likely to be.
I think you'll have to have a private jet to leave the United States to go to a different country for a while.
Okay, so they're not going to open that. Well, I guess, yeah, you got the CEOs can get where they want to get to.
Well, I don't think the United States is going to stop it. I just don't think a country is going to allow you to get on a plane. It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, even what Mexico, you know what's interesting on that Deagle report? Mexico had no population reduction.
Nice.
A lot of other countries did, but Mexico didn't for some reason. I don't know why.
That's pretty strange.
But there's some other southern areas that seem to be less affected.
I can't believe GM got triggered on that, though. That's weird.
No, he doesn't like to talk doomsday-ish, I guess. And I think he misinterpreted that we were trying to push it more so than talk about the possibilities and maybe the probability of it in an objective way. I mean, that's what this is for, right? This is for conversations about possibilities.
I just talk about just trying to even prepare myself for what's happening.
Fuck, if I hadn't talked to you, I wouldn't feel as prepared, that's for sure. And maybe there's nothing that's going to come, but I don't think that's a very good possibility at this point, really.
Wow, yeah.
Gotta be honest, gotta call it like you see it. Can't protect people's fucking feelings all the time or sensitivities about thinking about it. But it's true, like, we're back to the point. People don't want to know. And I respect that. It's fine. You'd rather just like, but then the philosophical question that even before any of this stuff happened, I used to ask myself is, if you knew the world was going to end, right, how would you live every day? And then why aren't you doing that every day already? Even if it's
that's why I
not you. I'm just saying, philosophically speaking, people could.
No. I just mean that's why when somebody asks, "Would you want to live through the end of the world?" I have to live through the end of the world. I mean, there's no choice in my mind. Okay.
You have to. When you say you have to, I guess that's maybe not the right word. Your will is to live, is what you're saying. Sure.
My will is, yeah, exactly. What am I going to do? Be like, I'm just going to find the closest place to a bomb, or maybe whatever the thing is to go and kill myself.
You got to be aware of your surroundings and aware of the possibilities and prepare for them, and look deeper into things than just assume anything. And that's what people do to survive.
It comes down to this for me too. Anytime I've done things in my life, especially building something or climbing a rock, or even when I'm out riding a motorcycle, I'm always done it in my head, or around a corner. I've always thought about the corner 12 steps ahead of the next corner.
Right.
Before I've done it. The same way with things in my life.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why you're badass. That's why you got your fucking shit set up. And you're in a better position. You are badass, dude. Whether you take the compliment or not.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, it's awesome, dude. You built your own house with your own 2 fucking hands by yourself. It's fucking badass. It's cheap. It's 5G proof. It's fucking, you were right about a lot of the steps that come up.
It's almost 5G proof.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's thinking ahead. A lot of people haven't had your advantages, whether it be for your insights or your whatever monetary situation you got prepared yourself with so you can be independent. Now, we don't have that choice, a lot of people at this point.
Right, but most people do this with the rest of their lives. That's what I don't understand. Most people, when they're doing something, if they're going to be doing a craft or doing the dishes, they know the steps to set up all the way to the end before they have actually done it. They've done it in their head. That's what I do with everything in every aspect of life. And I don't think people want to know that stuff.
No, because most people can't, don't see that it's even possible to prepare on the level you do. They don't even think about it. And they're so caught up in you've detached yourself from the world already, even regardless of any of this, right? In a way.
No, you're right.
So people that live in this and they depend on their friends and their communities and their churches and they're going to the stores and stuff, and that's their life, whether it's cool or good or bad. It's just like that's how they live, and that's what makes them happy now, and they can't see it being worth living if it's not going to be anywhere near that. That's understandable. I kind of feel that way too. If I have to wear a mask out everywhere I go, and you guys would just kill me.
I know. I hate wearing it myself. I'm glad I don't have to wear 2 masks now. I can wear just my N95. That's nice. Right. I don't get anybody
Not
yelling.
Not that I'd want to die necessarily. I just have to. I would be a hermit for sure. I wouldn't go out very much. I mean, it's just going to be a weird thing. It's going to be a new thing. You have to adapt. I'm not saying I'd just rather die, but that thought comes into your head, of course. Like
no, and it's like that lady on that video.
7-year tribulation.
It's like that lady on that video from Africa said, if I have to choose between whether I'm going to get coronavirus and die, or just make the choice of the risk to go out and either that or I starve, I'd rather take the chance with the coronavirus. Because that's what they're doing to the people in Africa. They're literally beating people that are in a shack, a 10 by 10 shack with 6 people. They're telling them to stay in there for a month. Yeah, right. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's the insanity of all of this. Like, the fact that it's like, look, if I don't work, I will die anyway.
Yeah.
If I don't feed myself, I will die.
And they think $1,200 is going to, for any, it doesn't even matter if you were just one person living in a studio apartment, $1,200 isn't going to do shit for you. For, what's been, I don't.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, fuck. Does seem like it's not going to matter. That would be one of the only things that makes perfect sense, except for that it's kind of fantastical. It still seems fantastical, even though it kind of makes the most sense.
What's that? What's fantastical?
The whole catastrophe thing.
Oh, Jesus, I know. I dread the day. I dread next year. That's what I dread. I dread next year. That's what I swear I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what my temperatures are, although my temperatures are higher than what they predicted.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I definitely am a little bit higher than what they predicted. At least the almanacs and the everything that I've got to go by. But that doesn't mean shit. I know anybody past the Sierras is fucked.
Right.
It's got to be cold back there.
It is for the time of year. It snowed last night.
Wow.
I mean, it's totally melted today, but it snowed overnight and covered everything. And then Eyes was saying she lost all her crops. That's part of the reason.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's going to be worse and worse. That's what they know too, and it's kind of like they know. It's like they're so deep. Some the people that maybe even are, on the TV that know. I don't know how many of them know, but they just have this esoteric understanding that this is going to be the time where this many people die, either by starvation, by cold, by whatever, and that we can play it this way or play it this way. This is the only way that's going to make sense for the longevity of the few people that do survive, whatever it is.
And it is really hard for most people, especially in America. I mean, America is the worst setting for us to even know what's happening, because most of us live a very, very plush life, a kingdom type lives.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the world. and we all look out our windows, and not all of us, but most of us look out our windows, and it's sunshine and rosy, and we've got, everything. Even during this lockdown, it's not bad. But don't.
Yeah, wait 6 months.
No, I don't even think we gotta wait that long, man.
No, it's gonna be like another 2 months, and it's gonna be chaos, I think.
Well, I think once they reopen and everybody realizes the businesses aren't getting business, there's going to be certain ones. Yes, of course. I'm not saying every business in the world is going down, but there'll be over 50% of the businesses that won't start back up, and I'll be just like screwed if I want to go buy something or do something that I think.
Dude, you would never know it. Like Jimmy was saying about his place. Like I went to Jewel today. Everything's packed. Like everything's stocked. It looks like the same store pretty much.
Yeah.
And, it's just like, and most people are wearing masks now, but a lot of people don't. They're really kind of have that feeling like it's has to go back to normal, or life doesn't make any sense.
Let me explain it to you like this, though. At least the way I see it. You have a shelf, and the shelf is filled with 15 units. That shelf is replaced by a warehouse that has 100 units. There are another shelves inside the places that order those 15 units to fill up their shelves, and everything looks great,